We don't want to scare you. Quiet opening. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Sorry for messing up the times a bunch of times. Keep us posted if this audio is good. I hope you had a good stream, Common. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, you were right there, buddy.
I forgot to mute it. There we go. Yay. Chase is shorter than me, but not like this. We have two different chairs.
Yes. She has a dining room chair. I have an office chair that can only sink. So I am shorter than Kyle's, but this makes me look like I'm a mini-me version of my actual self.
Rip. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everyone. How are we all doing?
Hi, hi, hi. Okay, I'm gonna mute the background, everything for a moment. So sorry, Chase. I'm gonna cue up my music.
Oh, goodness.
Yay!
Can't have a Kyle stream without her music to keep her satiated.
Yep. Is it ReZero? Yes. Do they hit me every single time they can? Yes. Let's see who's here.
The polar opposite of my stream intro. I hope your stream went well, Carmen. Hey, Jay Dudley, how are we doing?
Hello. Hello, JZ. Hello, Damon. Hello, Chill. Hello, Common. Spirit Bomb, you were here earlier. Hello, Mickey. Hello, Greenie.
Welcome all, welcome all.
JZ, now that I have your YouTube channel, I can finally link you properly for your credits. Those of you who haven't seen it yet, I just dropped chapter 17. I believe that one was edited by Ash. I will double check if I'm wrong, but I believe that one was. Yay! I'm glad you're satiating your hunger for live reads because, oh my god, we can't do them. We're so tired.
We're tired.
Oh, Connor narrated this one. We are going to be editing chapter 18, which was my chapter that was assigned to me months ago, and I have not started it yet. So this is where we're at. Wolf is in charge of keeping you guys entertained while I look off into the distance every 5 minutes.
Hello, I'm the circus monkey today.
Thank you, Circus Monkey.
Well, I'm glad it went well, Carmen. That's good.
Yay!
It's really fun when you get into the swing of things. Yes, my contribution will just be chatting with you all today. If there's one thing I cannot do, it's editing, I'm afraid. That's the part where I suck, personally. I've tried many a time to make it work. I worked a bit on the Terizia chapter for Arc 5. But that was about the extent of my abilities there.
You did good, though.
Oh, well, thank you. It's not that I can't do it. It's that it takes me about 5 times as long than someone who's competent with editing, if that makes sense.
But that's okay, because everybody's got to learn.
I just finished listening to chapter 73 to 74. Man Wolf, that voice acting was crazy good. Oh, thank you so much, Spirit Ball. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I put a lot of love and effort into it, so I'm glad that came across. Arc 6 was a crazy live stream process, I must say.
Oh my god.
It's so hard. Editing is so tedious. Yeah, Carmen, I'm not one for the tedious tasks. I'm gonna admit it. I'm not good at it. I can't keep my attention long enough. I can barely keep my attention on stuff like the live reads for my own lines, and that stuff I'm really passionate about too. So it's a struggle. I mean,
hold up, I'm gonna set this up. You keep talking.
I mean, honestly, it's hard doing some of the smaller and tedious stuff. So anyone who can do it, I really admire that you can. I don't know how you do it, but you guys are amazing.
Yay, us. I do it because no one else can.
I do not have the focus nor discipline for it.
There we go. You guys can see Canva now. We love Ash. Ash is
We love Ash here.
incredibly cracked. Ash got
We love
done
all editors.
everything
Appreciation to you all.
so fast.
You guys keep us running. Without you guys, it would literally just be Kyle's and a hope and a dream. and that would not be enough.
No, as we saw, it takes me 3 years to do it alone.
I mean, but the turnaround for Arc 6, even just the live reading format of it, was on a scale that we never saw before with Arc 5. Arc 5 took so much longer in comparison, and I believe is shorter too. So, yeah. Crazy to think about, eh? It's kind of the opposite. This is true, by the way. This is kind of the opposite to Teppei's own process with Arc 5 versus Arc 6. Because Teppei was writing Arc 6 in the web novel for about 4-ish years, I think. It was a long period of time because he was involved in so many different projects, the anime adaptation, loads of other side content and stuff. So there was a good period of about 4 years where Arc 6 was getting, like, either worked on or was on a hiatus, and then Teppei would drop you the good stuff for Arc 6 and then disappear again for a bit.
Peace out. Where the fuck did I put it?
I got him doing stuff for myself as well, and by God, I have no clue where he gets his time.
That man is just cracked. He is so obsessed. It is his creation is his special interest.
Well, I mean,
Thank
good
God.
for him, because, my God, I wish. Seriously. How's the reception of edited chapters? A lot of new viewers? I think so, yeah. We're getting, like, some steady, consistent views on it, I think.
We've gone up, what is almost 400 viewers since we start. Well, viewers, we've gone up about 2,000 new viewers. But we have about 200 new subscribers since we started posting. And, yeah, we're climbing at a decent rate every day.
Yeah. And this is just the truth for even the live readed stuff too, but specific chapters have a jump in views compared to other stuff, especially considering Phase 1 is like the slow part of Arc 6. I'm expecting viewership to be more consistent going forward after Phase 1, I think. These past like last couple chapters of Phase 1 of Arc 6 will probably be getting a bit more views too, I imagine.
Especially once we enter into Phase 3 of Arc 6. A lot of people have been asking for it on repeat. A lot of people have also been asking for Arc 7, so that's another big one.
Yeah. And trust us, Arc 7 is coming. If there's anyone who's holding up Arc 7, it's actually me. I have a lot of recording to do, and I'm kind of dreading it. Not because I don't want to do it, but because of how much work it will be. Because the nice thing about the live reading format is that if I make a mistake, it is what it is. I can redo it on the fly, and that's fine. I get a lot more perfectionist when I'm in the booth and recording myself, so I try to keep to one take per line, but it is really hard. Especially, I actually have to, no spoilers, but I do have to practice my vocal range a bit for Arc 7 and 8, and it's going to be hard work for me, because I use my own voice for Subaru, just to get the biggest range of emotion that I can get going for the character, so it's going to be a bit of a test for me as a voice actor. I'm really excited, but also a bit nervous.
I tested out, we got his higher range for you guys. We tested it out just the other day. It sounds really good. And his really, really high range is coming in, so we got enough time. I am also a monster, and I do one take of each line and go, yeah, good enough, moving on.
Yeah, I don't know how you're able... You are a very skilled voice actor.
I got too much shit to do. I can't spend time.
I mean, the fact that you allow that to make it so you do a good performance the first time every time is like a skill in itself. I will not lie. Chilled asks, Carls, are you using Canva?
I sure am. I use it for certain things like this dust particle effect. I'm also very confused as to why Betelgeuse came into this chapter. I don't know where it came from. I'll show you all in a second. Hello, Greenie. I use Canva for our thumbnails. So all of our thumbnails are made on Canva.
Yep.
Because of the way the tools work, it's just a lot easier. I can even show you guys. I don't really work on other projects besides Reverie anymore, so I can pretty much show you what's on here. So I'm going to switch headphones. There we go.
There you are.
Perfect. Now I block out some of your laughing.
Sorry. I'm half deaf.
It's okay. So, like, I each one I use the exact same kind of style. Like I will just duplicate each page. So we got the same format each time. I change up the coloring depending on what's the vibe of the chapter. This is the exact same one as our original Arc 6 Chapter 1 because I love the Patrash tail coming to smack
it's so
Subaru.
funny. I love it. I love whenever I see this one, I chuckle.
I just got rid of the Arc 5 background and put in the sky because it looks more like Roswell's mansion area. Roswell, I try to use as much as I can from Season 3 because the art style is just so much better.
Oh, the new art style, like, it's great for the thumbnails, but like in general, I love the new art style for the anime so much. It's it is, in my opinion, 9 above everything from Season 1 and Season 2. It's its own thing now, and it fits so well. It's a perfect combination between like fantastical and like its own stylized thing, and when there's a serious tone and scene, being able to get that across without kind of taking you out of the immersion of it, I think it's great.
In fact, we can all make the thumbnail together. I'll show you my process. I'm a big fan of Canva. I know some people have some hot takes on it. I think this is a good use of AI. I don't use it for the artwork itself, but I do use it for the tools that it has. Excuse me, Canva. Fuck off. Okay, sometimes it wants to work with me.
Sometimes it struggles against your power.
I don't like using Adobe, even though I'm currently using it. But it's... Photoshop can get really long and tedious, and I need things out really, really fast.
Yeah.
So that's why I stick with Canva. I have a screenshot from the newest chapter I'm going to pull in. Oh, no, it's in the thumbnail section. Only thing you guys won't be able to see are anything I pull out of my editing folders, just in case. I want the Shala arm spread one. There it is.
There we are.
By the way, put on your own music. I don't want to get copyright struck, and so I'm not putting on ours. There we go. Okay,
let's see here.
This.
I should probably be doing my job.
Yes.
I'm ready for any named chapters to have a jump. Yeah, Carmen, I think that's just the reality of it. We'll see a lot of named chapters getting the bigger yavoos. Arc 7. Yes, Spirit Bomb, it's coming. And it's gonna be crazy. As from the editing perspective, I'm so sorry for all of you. You guys are brave soldiers for even thinking of touching it.
I can give you a sneak peek of our backgrounds since they're just behind us. I'm painting them by hand. These are just the base of them. They're not the full designs yet, but we're painting our backgrounds by hand because I'm not very good with
digital art
just yet. But we are going to take the existing web novel images and alter them kind of using Photoshop. So I will have to use a little bit of Photoshop, but like that way we don't have to pay an artist to make 45 different characters plus costumes.
It's a lot.
Subaru needs like several
different
just
costumes.
for himself.
Yeah.
So
now
I don't like using image enhancer unless it's for a thumbnail because it can steal artwork.
Yes.
Because this is the actual licensed anime, I don't care as much. But example for Unseen's image, I did not use image enhancer.
Yeah.
Because you don't want it to be taken in. This one is just to enhance the lines so you could see it when it's tinier on the thumbnail.
Basically to make it less pixelated, right?
Yep. Because if you don't do that, it'll be bad. Gonna move that so Anastasia can be seen.
VA work is so hard, especially when you're extremely self-critical. Yeah, Carmen, it's its own thing. Doing VA has really helped with my self-confidence, I must say. Like, if you, for instance, on my own YouTube channel, if you see the video I have on there, which is my first video that I've ever made, one of the few I've made as well, a couple years back, my voice and my tone is, like, so different. Obviously, my voice has changed with age a bit, too. But I can, like, project myself like a person now. Like, it's crazy. I used to be a little mousy British lad that couldn't really say anything with any level of confidence. And now I can project. It's great.
Yeah, your first video is like day and night compared to the Super.
Yeah, it really is. I'm very proud of myself, I must say, on that aspect. VA has definitely helped with my self-image, I'd say. But it doesn't help when you are in those especially self-critical moments. especially when you're doing a role not only that you care about, but also that other people really care about too. Like, Subaru is a role that's I don't know, like a lot. Even though it's its own fan thing. It's nothing official, right? I feel a bit of pressure sometimes to get it right, you know, because I want to deliver for the character, for the series I love, and for the people at home who just love the Reverie stuff and want to experience something good.
Mm-hmm. Where are you at in this chat?
I am about here. I'm slowly working through
Oh,
it.
okay, good. I won't read ahead then.
I don't think I've heard Wolf mess up a line, to be honest. Oh, well, thank you, Spirit Bomb, but I've definitely heard myself mess up a couple lines. One of the hardest things while doing a live reading is making sure that you're keeping the narration that's giving you like any emotive clues about how the character is acting in line with what you're saying for the first line, because the amount of times this has happened for everyone that's done the live readings, where you've done the emoting a certain way because you think the dialogue really works like that, and then you read the line after in the narration, it's like, oh, that was not how I was supposed to do that. Whoops.
The amount of flubs we have is insane.
Yeah.
You can hear my crash outs. I think it was chapter 72. Someone could get me on that one.
I got to do a bit of narrating for Arc 6, though, which I didn't get to do for quite a while, and I love doing narration so much. It's
You're very good at it.
Oh, thank you. It's just one of those things that's really fun to do. Like, character acting is fun, but actually, like, reading it out and, like, determining the emotion of a scene with your own voice is really interesting and fun. I think, that this is just the case for a lot of things, especially now with AI slot being such a big problem nowadays, where a lot of narration and audiobooks, it's very, like, monotone and not very interesting, and the kind of stuff that just puts you to sleep. And I just do not like that vibe for narration. I feel like the narrator should be emoting along with the scene to kind of get you in that space with the characters.
Mm-hmm. A great geese.
I'm enjoying watching the edited version of Arc 6 chapters. My favourite is chapter 15. Teal'c did an amazing job narrating chapter. Teal'c is so talented. She is cracked.
Some lore on that chapter. I didn't warn her.
Yes, Kyles did not warn her about the content
I just
of
got
that
a DM after she finished it, and she was like, "What was that? Why did you? Why?
Why have you done this?"
Kyles, what the hell, man?
Yeah, though, that chapter is cursed, to say the least. Hey, Greenie!
Hi, Greenie. Oh, actually, maybe I should get a more, like, sus photo of...
When I heard you use Canva, I couldn't believe it. I need Photoshop for thumbnails. Thumbnails are hard.
Thumbnails are hard.
One thing I help Kyles with is, like, kind of, like, direction for thumbnails sometimes. So, like, I'll give, like, a creative idea or, like, how to potentially edit it in some way, but she's the one that always places it all together. You've gotten really good at making
Thank
thumbnails.
you.
Like, it's genuinely like an art form. It's insane. It's really cool.
I appreciate it.
Combining like something that's kind of like creative and interesting while also making it clickable is like one of those things that I will never find uninteresting. It's really cool. It's very much an art form.
It's a lot of fun, too.
And yes,
nice.
shout out to Unseen for that chapter 15 thumbnail art. That art, oh my god.
Phenomenal.
Unseen's art is insane. Everyone on Reverie is cracked in some way, I have to say. Insane talent. Insane talent.
We're just absolutely cooked.
I'm so excited to see the anime only's experience Shawl for the first time. Yeah, me too, Carmen. I think it's going to be really fucking funny and goofy. Especially with the setup they're going to be doing at the beginning of the season, where they're like, oh yes, the Sage Shawler in the Watchtower, the one that's going to give us all the answers. And all the anime onlys that are like really into learning about the lore and wanting to get a deeper understanding of everything going on are going to be really excited for some amazing answers, and then fucking Shawler's just going to show up and blow up the floor, jumping from the top of the tower. Master!
I'm surprised they even showed her on the trailer. I guess we can talk about the trailer a bit here, because
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
now it's up for anime
and
only.
you've used a lot of the images from it for thumbnails too.
Yes. Continue to wander. which is based. All right, so you know, this scene we're working on is yes, you can figure it. This is where it pisses me off, and it can't realize what a fucking background is.
To be fair, Geese is green on green.
Yes. This is where I wish
This is
I
the
was
tedious
using.
element, right?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh, goodbye, part of Geese's skull. Does he need it? Not really. It's fine.
No. Eraser.
Let's
I might be able to
see.
click 'em.
At this point, I hear your voices while reading chapters. That is a huge compliment, like, genuinely. Like,
Thank you.
I'm weird when I read. Like, I don't hear voices, and I don't know if that's normal or not, but, like, I don't, like, have the voices of the characters in my head. That's a thing that I really actually appreciate doing Reverie for, is being able to hear that. Oh my god! Is that my
Flashbang.
sleep paralysis demon? Des!
This was a bit easier. We started watching Isekai Quartet.
Yes!
And
yes!
Geese was back in an episode, and I was like, what the fuck?
The craziest cameo.
We're currently halfway through the movie. We're almost on season 3.
We're almost on season 3 of Isekai Quartet. We're about halfway through the Isekai Quartet movie. Very fun.
It's insane how much ReZero lore we get.
I think just how much of a focal point ReZero is in that show compared to all of the others, interestingly enough.
I just love that Kazuma is incredibly useless at all times.
I love that all of the Konosuba gang are just causing problems for everyone at all points.
Nothing new there.
Nope. But it's definitely motivated me to watch the other series again, give it a crack, because I dropped Overlord after some really bad CGI in season 3 that made my eyes bleed.
Oh,
it's
no.
it's like infamously bad CGI, but it's a great show. It's very interesting. It's a different take on the isekai, so I'll definitely give it a shot again. Maybe make you watch it with me.
Yes, I will watch it. I'll even give Tanya the Terrible
Yeah,
another shot.
I haven't watched that, so I'll definitely give that a try too.
She's so much better in Isekai Quartet. Like, just such a better character. She's such a fucking monster in the show.
And
They aren't kidding.
I finally have to watch Konosuba properly too, because I also self-report have not done that either.
And you should. Because it'll be hilarious. I think I'm missing part of his hat. But it's okay, because it's going to be transparent. Bear with me.
Let's see. The chat has told me something really important that you need to know.
Hi.
Don't forget the Titanic Scorpion.
No, we're getting rid of that. We're getting rid of that.
You're safe. Don't worry. I won't bring the bang hammer down upon thee.
I will never say that. I'm going to literally go back out of spite, redo that whole chapter, and use a different thing every time. What, hi, Connor?
Just finished Arc 6, Chapter 28, chapter edit. Just exporting the video now. Oh, nice, Greenie. You guys are pumping this stuff out. It's insane.
Doo-doo.
Hey there, Steven. Steven? Oh my god, my fuck.
So I was like, who's Steven?
Yeah, I was about to say,
Steven.
you know how Wolf never flubs his lines? He just flubbed a line from his own brain. So there you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Wolf, you flub things all day long.
This is it's kind of funny because it's hard to catch my accent sometimes, but I genuinely have kind of like a lisp going on of some sort. Like it's some sort of vocal tick. I don't know how to explain it, but for anyone who's well versed in British accents, you might be able to catch it a bit better. But luckily, because most people don't, it sounds like I'm a totally coherent speaker, which in truth I'm not. Hey, Screen Takes, how you doing? Love your content, by the way. You have some amazing stuff going on. I love some good ReZero analysis. We need more of it.
Your Invisible Ink has literally cracked me, and I've been using it for Claire Obscure for the past, 3 weeks. I just haven't made my video yet. I gotta read the book you were reading. Insane.
And, yeah, thank you. We put a lot of love into this. It's a love-hate relationship sometimes. We love doing this,
Usually
but also it's a lot of work, but it's so much fun doing this stuff. I mean, ultimately we always come back to this not just because we just love working with the people that we work on with on Reverie, but also because genuinely, like, making this audiobook for the novels for people to access, make it more accessible, is really important for us because, I mean, I have so many friends that I know, like, reading is a struggle for them, whether they have dyslexia or some sort of learning disability or issues with reading it itself, or just don't have the time to sit down and read and would rather listen to something while they're doing something else. I feel like that is a big thing we can be proud of for this project, delivering that to people. Have you guys played Arc Raiders? Oh, Spirit Bomb, I played a bit of the beta test thing for it. When I get paid by my new job, I actually will be picking it up because it's quite a fun game. I've never played an extraction shooter before, so it's definitely something different for me, but it was interesting. When I saw there was AI generation stuff in there at first, I was hesitant. As a voice actor, that stuff really... I'm very wary. But it seems like how they did it was they actually contracted voice actors to do that work, to use this generation. Like, that was in the contract. It wasn't anything sketchy.
Yeah.
So I'm not as bothered by that. I don't know if that's a controversial take or not. But, yeah, I'm definitely excited to pick it back up again. It's very much an interesting game. I'm very glad we're both listening to Claire Obscure music right now. It's very funny.
I mean, you know what? Technically, we can play that in the background because they don't
copyright strike that because they're awesome.
Okay, you know what? Give me a sec. We're gonna be listening to that. We'll just do the actual OSTs. We're gonna use the Claire Obscure sleep music because that shit.
Oh, this actually is what we fall asleep to. So funny.
Every night.
I love this game so much. If anyone out there hasn't played Claire Obscure Expedition 33, please play it. It's gonna sweep the Game Awards this year, and there's a reason why. It is genuinely a masterpiece of a game, like decade-defining video game. The game is gonna be inspiring games made after it for like.
For those who come after.
He was disturbed by voices which, by all rights,
for
should
those
not
who
be
come
heard.
after.
His consciousness turned to look behind. If neither face nor body existed in this directionless world, then what was the significance? In the act
Working
of
with
looking
Riffy is
behind?
re-cementing the
Was it
whole cast of my
was
head
not
while I read
meaningless?
the light
Rather, it was
novel.
an act of
I'm glad we've all
good.
infected
To look
your
behind
brains
oneself
with our
is blind.
voices.
If he consciously thought so and acted in the jet-black darkness, we have no choice but to give that thought to the
Ideas
nothingness
are
that was Nazi
working.
Subaru. Thus, the consciousness which looked
I
back
hope they
became
don't
Nazi Subaru.
censor the cave scene too bad. I
Thus,
mean, to be
the
honest,
consciousness
Spirit
which
Bomb,
looked back
I
became
don't know if they
Nazi Subaru.
will.
Now
Like,
bestowed with vision, so
season
he could look
3,
around his surroundings.
any of Subaru's deaths in
body
season
which he
3,
could turn
they
back
were not
around with.
censored really, like, at all. It
Yet
was
that alone is still
brutal
insufficient.
stuff. So
And his body was far.
I think they're going to be going hog wild with it. I don't know if this is true, this might just be rumour, but I think the time slot for ReZero has changed, and I think has allowed them to show a bit more stuff, from my understanding. If I'm remembering that right. I could be misinforming you there, so don't quote me on that.
I'm sorry, partway through I forgot that Connor was speaking.
Hi, Connor!
There we go. We're gonna turn that up. Actually, until I find a good spot, you keep talking. I will turn on the audio after I get to where I'm looking for.
Mickey Nars. Tapei said if Subaru ended up in Konosuba, he'd fall for Aqua. Oh, Subaru, I'm so sorry for you,
He
buddy.
would. I ship it. I ship it.
I pity it. I pity it.
He thinks Aqua is so pitiful in Isekai Quartet, though, which is hilarious.
Are you both caught up on Arc 9? I am caught up on
No.
Arc 9. Kyle's is not. Obviously, we won't be chatting any spoilers. Spoilers are big for Arc 9 right now, so everyone avoid
Oh,
like the plague.
shout out to Witch Cult Translations. I contacted Garkar and Eli and asked them to pass along the memo, and within 24 hours they fixed their UI. So if you go to read anything on there, at the top on the right hand corner on the computer for desktop version, you can click hide chapter titles now, because I was spoiled.
Crashing it. Yes. Witch Cult are so amazing. They're doing such a good job, and genuinely, they're just making it better and better at the moment. So, lots of love and shout out to Witch Cult. We could not do what we do without them, genuinely.
Retreat. I'm gonna read this.
As a budget Brit, I hear it all. Common. You know, I've never heard of Australians being described as budget Brits, but do you know, I can see it. Oh. I've been binging Arc 6 while at work. Good. That's good to hear that it's accessible in scenarios like that. The amount of people that, like, listen to us while they're on shift just to get through it is honestly crazy. I love it so much. It makes me very happy.
Ah, fuck. Hello, Beetlejuice.
Oh god, it's me super fast. Connor Mach 10.
I do everything in triple double speed.
The other reason I can't edit is I can't listen to my own voice. Like,
We're trying to get
I've
him through
gained
that.
confidence, but hearing my own voice for voice acting, it just, I don't know. This is like a true phenomenon, like, in general. When you hear your voice recorded versus how you hear it in your own ears when you're speaking, it sounds different. So there's like an actual like disconnect there, and it's very uncanny valley for me. I'm either too self-critical or it makes me cringe physically hearing my own voice. So I very rarely watch back chapters myself personally because it's hard for me. Super Yapper. What's the worst Subaru death in your opinion? Oh, what do you think so far of the anime stuff and Arc 6?
11 Seconds of Hell, but in what you guys know, like, let's spoiler friendly for us, I'm gonna have to say, oh god, chapter 15.
Oh yeah, chapter
I think
15.
being eaten by Patrochet is the fucking worst.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's another level of bad. I'm just gonna go for the boring classic answer. It's the rabbits. It is just the rabbits. Like, it's really bad in the anime, but I read the light novel for that part at one point, and I also read the novel for it. And the written descriptions of that death is probably some of the most viscerally, like, ill feeling I've ever felt while reading something. It was not fun. I won't lie.
Thank you, Julie. Is that Julius? Thank you, Julius.
Oh my god! Thanks, Julius!
Appreciate it. Let me like that for you. Oh, I have so many things.
Oh, I need to stop playing with my zipper. That's going to be an annoying stim noise for the stream. Going to stop that right now.
After binge watching the show and started these Arc 6 series, phenomenal. You can see a current rough patch. Oh!
Oh, I'm so glad we've been able to help, Julius, and I'm glad you've been enjoying it. That is what we do this for. Thank you so much.
Every time
really
we think of
appreciate it.
quitting and chucking this channel down the drain, it's people like you who say those
Who
things
keep
that
us
make
strong.
you go, yeah, I can't do that yet. No, gotta keep going.
You do make a good point, Connor. Burn to death in the cave is pretty bad. I don't want to get... That was crazy.
I want to get through phase 1 so bad, and there's been a couple errors on my end that I haven't been checking thoroughly, so I do apologize. But, like, hearing these again over and over and hearing everybody I care for making death noises, or hearing my own death noises, because Allie didn't record this part, I'm like, I'm ready to move on. I didn't listen to half of the past 3 chapters, just by the way. So, apologies if there are any, that's why I've been using extended tracks. But honestly, the extended track community on YouTube have been so lovely. And we actually might be working with one of them to extend specific tracks that we want in the future. So, that's exciting. I've been doing good at keeping their names on each chapter that we use them for. So, wahoo!
Fun story that I think we've mentioned once before, but there was one point we were doing some early Arc 6 stuff, and I was doing a very, very visceral Subaru death scene, and one of Carl's family members was around at the time, and just so happened to be on the floor above us and heard it all, and texted us asking if we were all right, genuinely concerned that something bad was happening, and... in the moment, it was quite embarrassing, but thinking back on it, it was like a huge compliment to my voice acting that she was genuinely concerned something wrong was going on, which is quite funny. Well, I think that's like a funny anecdote, right? Of just how wild some of these scenes are, especially
Oh,
out
yeah.
of context. Like, oh my god.
Well, the poor little cousins we live with, sometimes they're like, is Chase okay? Is Kai okay? And we're like, my cousin has to be like, yeah, they're like Minecraft YouTubers. It's fine. They're fine.
Yeah, Minecraft YouTubers.
Thank you so much, Spirit Bomb.
Does that mean we're
Appreciate
Minecraft roleplay YouTubers?
Oh, kill me.
Thank you so much, Spirit Bomb.
Thank you all for your lovely support.
Are there any scenes in Arc 6 that you're especially excited to see animated? Ooh, that's a good question.
Yes.
I mean, box down the Natsuki Subaru
Yes.
stuff, I think is going to go so hard, genuinely.
Especially with Sean.
Oh, Sean's going to do an amazing job. Yusuke is going to do an amazing
Oh,
job.
Yusuke.
It's going to be crazy. Like, I think ultimately it's when I've watched that scene, I'm not going to say I can die happy because I need to see the rest of ReZero animated, of course, but I can at least say I won't be raging in the grave if something wrong happens. Random conversation starter there. So weird. But
I am really excited for the Amelia Subaru chapter, the one that was fan animated, which is beautiful, by the way.
That's gonna be amazing.
That one, I'm excited for the very last scene with a certain somebody, which technically goes into Arc 7. And I'm excited for the Shala Dame scene.
Dummy.
Dame. Good night, Common.
Night, Coleman. Get some good rest.
Thank you so much, Jay Dudley, by the way. Appreciate it. Oh, you guys can see everything.
Thanks so much, Jay Dudley.
There we go.
Was that a Saber background? Yes, it was.
Sorry for laughing.
So, don't know how much I've talked about this, but I love Fate. It's one of my favourite series. In fact, I just now flash remembered, showing how well organised I am. Someone asked earlier, and I completely missed it. What are our favourite animes besides ReZero?
I was about to say ReZero again. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Full Metal
You
Alchemist
love
Brotherhood.
JoJo's, yeah.
I
Full
do.
Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is a very good shout. To be fair,
What else?
let me think.
I just realized I forgot to ask Wooloo for his Regu lines.
Lol.
I'm gonna see if he's free real quick.
Let's see.
Sorry, Maddie. I forgot your.
the Matty emotes send me every time. Oh yes.
What's
animes.
yours?
Let me think. Why is this on the spot made me struggle? This is a bog standard one, but I love Free Run a lot. I think that anime is one of the strongest anime I've ever watched. Personally, I really enjoy it. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites of all time, but I think it's pretty close to an objectively great anime. If I had to say my other favorite anime though, I've watched so many different kinds. I mean.
Oops.
Let me think.
I need my anime list to help me. Wait, where did I put the chapters?
What I used to do is when I watched anime, I used to rank them on a notes thing on my old phone a long time ago. Oh yes, my second favorite anime is Spice and Wolf. The original series. I haven't watched the remake series fully through, so I can't comment on that. But the original Spice and Wolf anime, absolute banger romance anime, absolute cinema. Also, absolutely evil because of the fucking cliffhangers in that show. But that was one of the first anime that got me to read a light novel all the way through. I read the entire original series of Spice and Wolf after that anime because of how much it hooked me. That stuff is so good. What's more awesome than fantasy, low fantasy medieval world with economics, okay, and romance? Boom, you got yourself a fucking premise right there. Your niece is like Demon Slayer. Interesting. Demon Slayer's become really popular with the younger crowd I've seen, which is
The
kind of
younger crowd. How old are you?
ancient. What does that make you? Fossil. Oh no, I'm dead.
You crave your death.
Help me! Any other scenes in the anime for Arc 6? I mean, as someone mentioned earlier, I think the cave scene is just going to be really cool to see because it's... We've seen some horrifying stuff in the anime, but that's going to be like a really emotionally scary moment for the anime onlys for the first time. I'm really excited to see people's reactions to it. I know that makes me a bit mean, but I'm excited. I can't wait.
I love seeing their reactions. It's always so funny.
One of my favourite things in the whole world is watching people react to ReZero. It brings me a level of joy that should not be okay. Excited for stand-up, Subaru scenes towards the end, and the Ram scenes. I mean, tick, tick, tick. It's kind of hard to pinpoint so many points of favourite things you'd want to see in Arc 6, because Arc 6 has so many standout highlight moments that are going to be so insane to see animated, especially some of the fight scenes too. Oh, it's going to be so hype.
Hype, hype, hype.
Clannad After Story, Dragon Ball and Kaguya-sama from
Clannad!
re-traumatized.
Dango, 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 dango.
By the way, Kyle, did you continue the Mashuka Tensei after reactions?
No, I did not.
Why did you steal my accent?
Why not? I have not, unfortunately. I've been wanting to, but I still haven't. I just haven't had the time to.
Yeah.
I did like streaming it. The Mushoku Tensei fandom came for me a little bit, and I was just like, you know what? I don't want this anymore. I'm tired.
That's totally fair.
Oh, we're gonna get hit with copyright for this, but what haven't we been hit with? Thank you so much, Katakawa. Literally every single fucking thing. I could tell you all the tracks that are gonna be in season 4, but I won't. Because I'm kind. Fuck you.
You're doing
Katakawa.
great, buddy.
Fuck you. Ugh.
I'll just say this, for my edit on chapter 28, I did something completely different. Sorry for a couple seconds, but something very different, testing some stuff out.
Ooh.
That's really cool to see, Grainy. We love some creativity. I'm very excited to see it. Have either of you watched Steins Gate?
Yes.
You've watched Steins Gate
I
through,
love Steins Gate. Mad scientist.
Oh, another one of my favourite anime is Summertime Rendering.
Oh,
that show's so good.
Are the literally the epitome and the whole I get so angry at the dubbing community for that anime in particular, and for Disney Plus for fucking it up in the West, but whatever.
Yeah, Disney really fucked up the marketing for that show, so even though it was genuinely one of the best anime of the year, it did not get as much attention as it deserved, unfortunately. Which sucks. I really enjoyed Dungeon Meshi. Oh, Dungeon Meshi is such a great
so
shout, Spirit
good.
Bomb. That show is so good. Chilled says, unironically, I love Orin High School Host Club.
My first anime, my favorite of all time. How could I forget? Oran High School Host Club and My Love Story were my first two. Phenomenal. I watch Oran High School Host Club every once in a while when I'm sick. It's just my comfort
That's
anime.
your comfort anime,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, bonk, sorry.
Bonk.
Let's see.
Demon Slayer is pretty great, simple but great in terms of story. Animation is just beyond amazing. Yeah, I've heard a lot of great things about Demon Slayer in that degree.
Hi.
Okay, Jay Dudley, what do you think DePay excels at most? Character psychology, plot twist, or world-building? I'd say character psychology.
I don't know anybody who writes... He can write characters so damn well that they're actually believable. Also, it's rare to find a man write powerful
so
female
strongly.
characters and write them well.
Yeah.
And they're not like the annoying tropes.
Mary Sue type tropes.
Amelia is goated. Like, there's no woman I hate besides Elsa, but she's still amazing.
You hate her for valid reasons, and that's a good thing about her character.
Guts are scary, you know? I just don't like that. But she's amazing and hot as fuck as well. So bless. But
I
that was a tangent.
Yeah, I think he's just such a phenomenal writer in so many aspects. His world building, no spoilers, especially in the later arcs of stuff, has been genuinely mind blowing, and his plot twists have always been good. I mean, I think Tappei has mastered the cliffhanger as a writer. Like, whether this is true in chapters or in the anime adaptations, they always try to make sure there's something that's going to hook you into the next episode or hook you into the series going forward as a whole. And he's done such a good job of that. It's really impressive. But I think he is, bar none, the best character writer I have ever read.
I'd agree.
Genuinely. I think there are so many characters I love. There were even some characters that I disliked personally that, due to some stuff that I've learned, have completely changed my view on certain characters and made me think, oh my god, Tappei's a genius. And yeah, man is insane. I don't know how he does it, but talent is real.
He's a talented man.
The screen takes. What are your thoughts on our first look at the Watchtower in Season 3? Does it match what you had in your heads?
For me, yes, because Unseen made a really great rendition of
Yeah.
the tower, and it's almost identical. Unseen used a lot of colors, which beautiful, but identical. However, the green room, I didn't expect there to be so much
The
sky.
green room looks amazing.
We have Reed's area, looks like it's out in the open. The green room is literally green, but like didn't expect to be so beautiful. I thought it was just like moss on the fucking walls.
The green room glow up is insane. It genuinely might be the most
It's gorgeous.
stunning like visual
Those of you who
background
haven't
I've seen in the
seen-
series. Yeah, it's so fucking.
Let me pull it
cool.
up right here.
Look at
what
that.
What the fuck?
Isn't that so cool?
It's beautiful. Thank you so much again, Julius. We'll answer that in a second, but thank you so much.
But for my answer to that screen takes, it does look so. The official look of the Watchtower is very different to how I pictured the Watchtower in my head when I was originally reading Arc 6 years ago. For me, the Watchtower was like really minimalist. Like it was actually just like a sandstone tower with nothing special going on. It was minimalist. It was kind of like nondescript in my head when I was reading it. But I really do like the look they've got for it, the official look. I think it's interesting. It's different. It adds like a mystery element and also bigger on the inside due to however the magic of the tower works, that makes the tower way more mysterious, and I think really sells that it's a special and important part of the series. Let's see. Steven, Kyle breathes, Kadokawa copy strikes.
So
You're
real.
not wrong.
So
Hey Eli, you're a mod now. You guess. I'm cool. Yeah, if you're cool, you get a mod privilege apparently.
Literally
Promoted.
You exist
Everyone
in
promoted.
Reverie. You're a mod.
Upgrades, people upgrades.
I'm busy, so I need help.
Also, A Place Further in the Universe is a nearly flawless show. That show was so good. I loved watching
It
that.
was
with you,
so
Connor.
good. Connor showed us that one.
Tappei is very skilled at hiding amazing characters behind tropes. Yeah, Connor, he genuinely is. I think he's. He also like knows his audience really well. He knows that people are expecting generic archetypes and like kind of luring you in with like, oh, okay, I like this archetype. It'd be interesting to read, and then adding loads of character depth and width out of nowhere. It's kind of crazy. Like, there's so many minor characters in ReZero. No spoilers, but there's a character in EX1 that is genuinely in my top 10 ReZero characters, and they're only really there in EX1. Tappei's character writing is just insane. Like, making you really think about your own life and the people around you and what it means to be yourself and your own values as a person, and how he's able to like replicate those things in a character is really impressive, because he gets that level of everyone is the main character of their own story, and I think he's one of the writers that really understands this, where And it's great that Subaru is our protagonist for this story because of the way RBD works and his own personal character growth, which is continuing throughout the entire story. It doesn't just stop and plateau at any point. But every character is the main character of their own story in the ReZero world, and they have their own motivations and reasons and loves and hates and reasons to fight, and it really motivates you to keep reading and learn about their stories. Like, I think what really proved this to me was his world building in Arc 7 and Arc 8 is, oh my god, it's so good. But the new characters he introduces there, whoa, they are good. Like, genuinely insane. As of right now, I think Arc 9 is my second favourite arc. What are both of y'all's top 3 arcs? Ooh, good question.
Right now, top 3, Arc 8. I'm not done, though.
Mhm.
Arc 8 would be number 1.
Okay.
Arc 5, number 2, just recently dethroned.
Mhm.
And then Arc 7 would be 3rd. I do like Arc 6. I think Arc 6 is phenomenal. I think a lot of people sleep on it. However, because I'm in the thick of it, I hate it right now.
Recency bias.
Not only did I read it just before we started, but
That's
then
true,
we
yeah.
did it live in the span of 6 months, and now
you're
I'm editing
editing
every
it.
single
So you're probably
fucking
fatigued
chapter.
out on it, which is totally fair.
Yeah. But I'm going to feel that
I,
way for Arc 7 in a few weeks.
My
months.
favourite arcs. I mean, this is kind of recency bias a little bit, but I think this is speaking to how good this arc is. Arc 9 is my favourite arc right now.
I'm excited.
I think if Tepei keeps the consistency of the quality of Arc 9, it is going to be by far the best arc of the entire series. Now, it's still in progress, so it's kind of hard for me to like say it's a undisputed number 1 right now, but if it does stay as good as it has been, or even exceeds where it's at right now, it will be the number 1 spot for me arc wise. It's just so good. I love Arc 6 a lot, but I don't think it's my second actually. I think it is my my third. I'd say right now my second favorite is Arc 7, and I'm actually gonna put Arc 7 and Arc 8 together here because they are supposed to be the same arc. It's
That's
just
fair, yeah.
editing decisions made them be split up basically. I know a lot of people have their criticisms of Arc 7 and Arc 8, but for me it really, like, I've loved ReZero and I love it for a long time, but Arc 7 and Arc 8 kind of like revitalized something in me. Like, it re-sparked something about ReZero for me.
It's exciting.
It really brought that element of, okay, like, this is not only these great moments, I can feel Tepei's excitement as he's writing these things. Like, and this is why Arc 9 is probably my favorite right now. I can tell how excited Tepei has been to write about these things that are happening in the story. He's been this has been planned for a long time, he's been really excited to write about it, or it's been a thing of, like, it just naturally, he's flown into it, and it's just really taken him, and I'm just as invested as he is. Like, it's really, really cool. Thank you so much, Julius. If I had to list my 5 favorite anime, it'd be Dragon Ball, Fate, especially if we include the VN, Naruto, JoJo's, and FMAB. I'd have to sit on on ReZero before it replaces one of those. Okay, interesting. I love Fate a lot. Like, Fate is one of my favorite anime series, like, of all the different varieties. It's just really cool. It hits that special interest for me of, like, history and mythology with badass anime fights and interesting characters. It's so cool.
Fate is so
some of the
good.
world building and mechanisms in the Fate universe might be some of the strongest world building I've ever seen in a series too. Like, it's really cool.
Aren't your favorite fanfics crossovers of ReZero and Fate?
I guess we can get into that discussion too. I actually read a lot of ReZero fanfiction, believe it or not.
He reads a lot. So if you have them, keep writing them.
The reason I do
He
is
stays up late.
because I can't get enough of ReZero, and I can't read the side content for ReZero on my own time as much because I have to save it for the podcast content. So the way I make up for that is by reading ReZero fanfiction of a variety of levels of quality and interesting stuff. Like,
Very
one of
polite
my
way of saying it.
favorite fan fictions of ReZero is a crossover between ReZero and Fate Grand Order, which makes the protagonist of Fate Grand Order Arc 6 Subaru, and it's really interesting. It integrates Fate stuff and ReZero stuff together really competently and interestingly. But yeah, I like reading fanfiction. I think fanfiction is one of those things that's also really fun to read because, especially as a writer, like it's seeing other people's writing processes and seeing people have fun with ideas in a very low stakes environment is really encouraging. The best thing about Tappei's writing is that he writes a mass variety of characters without the characters feeling redundant. They all have their unique personalities and motives. Exactly, that's exactly it. It very much is that.
Okay, worked.
You read the most recent chapter on WCT Wolf? Yes, I did.
No, you didn't, because it's a new one from 2 days ago.
Oh no, I've read that one.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I have. So I haven't read the Witch Cult version, but I have read a different version because I was so excited to read that chapter that I couldn't wait.
It's not the one I was spoiled on. It's another one.
It's a different one.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm so glad you haven't been spoiled on it. That makes me very happy. But
Thank you for the UI, Eli. Thank you
you
so
guys are the
much.
best. But
I immediately
let's just
click
say
it.
this phase of Arc 9 that's currently coming out, generational. I'm on the edge of my seat. Tappei, please give me more ReZero. I need it, please. I haven't viscerally reacted to reading something. Like Carl's knows because she was in the same room with me while I was reading.
It's low-key scary.
And I was like so yeah, I have read it, Eli, and I'm hooked. I need more.
Get back.
Finally
to
some Arc 7 appreciation. Yes, great takes. Like
Yes.
I'm gonna say it here. I think anyone that shits on Arc 7 and Arc 8, I don't know. I don't trust it.
Kind of sus,
I can
suppose.
understand not enjoying it as much as the rest of the series, but saying it's bad and like laying out some of the criticisms I've heard for it, I'm like, nah, I don't know. I think that's a bit silly. There's one or two that I can kind of see, but I'm like, Arc 7, Arc 8 is so fucking good.
There's some criticism I heard of Arc 7 that people don't like with a certain event that happens, but I think it makes sense. So I'm not in the category that thinks the confusion of the great... What's it called?
Oh, I wouldn't even mention.
Okay.
Yeah, don't even mention that.
I
I saw what you were gonna say, but I know what you mean personally.
I think it's great.
I think it's great.
And of Phase 4, I think it is.
Arc 7 and Arc 8 does something for ReZero that I really appreciate, and that it really expands the world. And just... I don't know, like, one video idea... I guess can we talk about this a bit for like, some potential ideas we have for the future?
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
already said that we were planning on doing some...
Analysis stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. So, one video idea we have that I'm really considering working on for Forever itself, just to get more eyes on the channel, is a, like, kind of video with the premise is ReZero's world is way more interesting than you think it is, because there's so much amazing world building in the world that isn't necessarily, like, a spoiler, that I think would be very interesting for people to learn about and kind of be like, oh, hold on, like, this is going on in ReZero? This kind of makes me want to look at it from a whole new perspective. And I think that would be really interesting to chat about as a video topic or idea. Steven, when it comes to Arc 7 Arc 8, I think they would benefit the most from an anime adaptation. I think for me it changed everything I thought I knew about ReZero and it didn't sit well with me. Okay. I do think an anime adaptation would do 7 and 8 really well. I think I like that it challenged things about ReZero for me. I like that Tappei is constantly challenging the answers to his character's development and just everything. I love that Tappei is constantly challenging Subaru. I think it's it's his strength as a writer for Subaru as a protagonist too, to constantly be challenging his own development. It's really interesting. I won't go further than that, obviously, for any spoilers, but it's really cool.
Hi.
I need this Strange Fake anime episode to come out. Yes! So, me and Kyles are really excited to watch that, because we watched the Strange Fake special episodes when they came out, like,
so fucking
2
rude
years
of them.
ago
Yeah, and
now?
it takes so goddamn
It's ridiculously long, yeah. But
Bruh.
I'm really excited for the Strange Fake anime. I know nothing about the source material, actually, so I'm really excited. Anyways, top 3 arcs for me are 6, 9, and 2 from Stearman.
Hold on. I was not paying attention.
Let's see. Julius.
Oh, nice.
Holy shit, I'm writing a Fate and ReZero crossover fic because it made me that inspired. Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. I mean, if it goes anywhere, keep me informed,
Send it
because
his way.
that will satisfy my brain for a little bit.
Where do you find your fanfics?
Where do I find my fanfics? So I mainly use what's the website called? Archive of Our Own is the fanfiction website I mainly read from, just because it has a tagging system, so you can kind of get an idea of what the story will be about and kind of the tone and vibe from it. Like, it can tag things like potential relationships and pairings and that, but the more important thing is it will tag, like, characters and, like, tonal stuff. Because, and this is me kind of throwing shade at some fanfiction authors out there, because I'm going to say it. There's some certain tags that are custom that you can see that people have made that you just get a bad, weird vibe from, and I've gone further and, like, read some of these that have these, like, weird tagging stuff, and it's very apparent that there's some people that have just, like, it's just a bit strange and weird. Not in that the like the fan fiction is weird. There's nothing wrong with weird fanfic. I think it's kind of funny. Like, crack fan fiction is so hilarious. The idea of, like, a really stupid concept being taken seriously as writing is very funny. But yeah, you kind of, it's a good way for you to peruse what you want. The other site that I used to use a couple years back was fanfiction.net for reading stuff. It's for ReZero fanfiction, I would say it's far inferior to the archive stuff. It's just a lot easier to browse for anything you would be interested in an archive, in my opinion. I think the user interface is way better. My favourite chapter in the arc, that one, yeah, Eli, I would have to agree. And that isn't a sea of favourite chapters. Like, that chapter might be top 3 ReZero chapters ever, for me, ever. I mean that wholeheartedly, from my chest. Child of War, what would you all do if early season 4, whichever episode it starts with, Super waking up alone in the cave and going left instead of right? I can only cope for this, Lamau.
The way they would start the episode. You know what?
Lamau, good one, Wolf. Thanks, Connor.
They gotta finish the rest of Arc 5 first.
Also, I thought you were going to mention the thing that happens at the end of Phase 6, because as far as I remember, that was the most controversial point in the arc. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah.
But then I forgot the number.
Yeah, I won't talk in depth about it, but
I personally
don't
loved
have
it.
I don't have any issues with it, honestly.
I thought it made sense. But also, I usually rub a lot of majority takes on ReZero the wrong way. Like, I usually am going the opposite way of the majority of the community.
Oh, hey, Aegis, how you doing, mate? I understand people's
Hey!
reticence with 7 and 8 because it feels so self-contained. I think it's hard to figure out if it's going to be worth it in the grand scheme. Do you know what? That's fair. The thing with 7 and 8 is I think it's speaking to, like, the wider themes of the series. And I think some of the stuff it sets up, I do think will come back later, but I think ultimately, though it is self-contained, I think it's important because it's discussing some wider themes about the series that weren't talked about in depth as much before, that I think is really interesting.
I enjoy seeing the political side of things and the underbellies.
I think the political world building, especially of ReZero, is really interesting, and I always love seeing more of it. So yeah, I think that's just also from me, as I personally just love world building, and I think seeing Teppei being able to scratch that itch for the series that he hadn't been able to do so as much before was really cool. I think a lot of people's views on arcs will change, and this is like true, will change when ReZero is completed and it's finished. How people rank things. I think Arc 7 and 8 is one of those ones that's gonna cook for a while, you know?
Let it cook.
It's either you really love it or really hate it. Yeah, that's very... I've seen that a lot, yeah. But as Steven was saying earlier, I do think an anime adaptation is going to suit Arc 7 and 8 really well. I think it's going to help with a lot of Arc 7 and 8's perceived problems for some people.
Did you just say ReZero should take a break? No. No breaks allowed, Stearman. They have to keep working. If I have to keep working, they have to keep working.
Dude, the AO3 tags are dangerous. Like, illegal stuff. I know. The things I've seen in some tags, it genuinely traumatized me. It's disturbing. But that is also one of those things where at least you can see that, so you know, I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. But there's been some stuff on there that has genuinely made me rethink life, because there's some people out there that are really scary. That's all I'll say on the matter. My favourite Zorik media goes to KFC and Reinhardt Drink Sprite. Yo, ReZero is sponsored. Go really better and start season 4 in the middle of chapter 34. That would be a crazy directional choice, Aegis. That would be like Whiplash. Oh my god. I think White Fox should take a break on animating ReZero after season 4. Maybe 4 years, just until Teppei gets to arc 11, in my opinion. Thoughts? I don't know. I think the benefit of that happening wouldn't be too much, because Teppei is like really involved in anime production, and he would make sure details that he feels are important would come across for stuff, I think. Especially because now season 1 and season 2 are kind of like a different story, because they were treated a bit more self-contained, and I think a lot of their cuts were to do with future stuff with the series, because they didn't know if they were going to get more content. But with season 3 and now season 4 coming, I think it's very safe to say that we'll eventually get a season 5 and season 6.
If you've seen Screen Takes videos and analyzing season 1 and 2, that gives you even more context.
Yeah,
of how we feel on that, because I agree with those takes.
Yeah, I think
go watch those videos.
They're so good. Go check them out.
Glazing him while
Glazing him while he's watching. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, I think the benefit of that is that I think Teppei is so involved with the anime production. I feel like, especially with stuff now feeling like it is gonna eventually happen. It's now a case of when instead of if. The adaptation, especially for foreshadowing for future events, will be a bit more on point. So yeah.
He knows what he wants to do. He knows his ending, and if he's involved, I think it's totally fine.
I think Teppei knows his work so well, and also he's worked on so much like anime production. Like, he's worked on his own anime original stuff a couple of times, whether that's VV or there's this other anime that's about girls being biplane pilots. Haven't watched that one, but that's a very much follows the concept of Teppei loves strong women, and it's based as hell. But yeah, I think Teppei being involved assures a lot of my worries with any of that stuff. Let's see. Oh, speaking of fanfiction, there's a fic I've been reading called The Ambassador, where Stella accidentally brings Laguna to the Pacific Ocean. That one's actually been on my radar. I've been wanting to read that one because I'm like, that is such a silly concept. I want to read it.
That's insane.
Do you guys think they will break up Arc 6 into 2 parts? I
don't know if they... Well, you mean like the core 1,
like
core
split
2?
core, I believe, yeah.
I think they would.
I'm going to make my prediction. I don't think they will. I think it'll be continuous. So, like,
they're just going to...
It'll be back-to-back seasons. There won't be a season gap, I don't think, is my prediction. Because season 4, from my understanding, was originally part of season 3's production and was split off.
Right.
has been worked on more and polished more. So I feel like it's kind of like a different story, and it might just be back to back.
True. I hope so.
Of course.
More content for us. More thumbnails for me. Yeah.
Yeah, more thumbnails for you. I'm really excited to react to season 4 here on Reverie, like we did for season 3. That was really fun to do. Very excited to do that.
And
again.
I will be caught up by that time.
You will be caught up by that point.
I
so
should be caught up.
We'll bring back our we talk about novel spoilers section at the end of our anime reactions. And
Yes.
obviously, we are very clear that we're talking about spoilers, so people vacate when they need to.
This
But,
is the last chapter of phase 1, and then I'll be posting a mega upload chapter. Hopefully there's enough time on our channel. YouTube says we potentially will be able to upload the whole phase.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be in 2 parts. But whatever happens. I'm going to be taking a bit of a break. I'm going to get our audio engineer all the stuff that he needs for the remaining main chapters that we have to do. Because we have like certain chapters that are like bookmarked for us to do a visual edit on. So he's going to get started on that, finish it for our editors, and they're going to be taking their pieces and fixing it to the fixed audio. So that's what we've been struggling with. So they're going to help me out with that. And then after that, he's going to go back to phase 2 and finish editing the rest of the tracks for us. So once he's done that, I'll go back to phase 2, but then I get a break and read
You'll be able to catch up.
the rest.
And I'm so excited for you to catch up because we have so much to talk about.
I want to be
Too
on the
much.
next podcast episode.
Oh, you need to be there because it's gonna be the next podcast episode when we can do it. It's gonna be generational, just like the phase of Arcanine so far.
Generational.
They have to work until they go on strike because Mappa never quits. Oh, that's a whole other discussion of the
Mappa
work
never
ethic of the
quits.
anime industry, the dark underbelly of all of that. Screen takes. I think the controversial phase of Arc 7 is my favourite single phase of the whole series. I desperately want it to be adapted into a movie. Ooh, interesting. Okay.
An OVA? I like that.
I really love that phase as well. Arc 7 and 8. Love those arcs so much. I know for a lot of people they're not the biggest fan, but for me it really hits some of the bigger themes Teppei's trying to talk about the series and gets into its own stuff about it's so good. I personally think it's a great follow up to Arc 6 too. I think it really builds on some stuff from Arc 6.
Oi, 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 oi.
Ooh, Julius Hill. Curveball question. What's your favourite royal candidate outside of Emilia, of course? Is Krush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine too.
We've done a ReZero podcast on this channel where we discuss. It was basically like a debate format almost of like
Yeah.
who should be the royal candidate. And at the end there, we basically just say, Krush blows everyone out the water here, and Krush should be king, and that's the takeaway of our podcast.
You spoiled it. You spoiled the podcast.
Yes, I did. But please go watch it. It's one of our favourite ones we've ever done. Connor's very proud of it. I am too.
I
And,
actually edited it properly.
it's really fun. I think that one's great. But yeah, Krush should be king. Krush should be king.
I do want Amelia to win, but that's just because I'm biased.
Stearman, Nearly on Red is one of my favourite anime-only ReZero channels. He has just literally deciphered details that are revealed to Arc later. I'm so excited for his videos on Arc 6. I think I've watched some of his content, actually, Stearman. His stuff is really good, too. One thing I will say is really go out there and give some love to some of the really good analysis channels. Screen Takes,
Yes.
Nearly on Red. Like, there is some great analysis on ReZero.
Get
out
light
there.
novel historian out of here. Ban his ass.
Oh, damn.
I will make that because the amount of times I've been almost spoiled.
Yeah.
He's now coming up on our timeline, and the thumbnails.
you
Light
can,
novel historian, you come talk to me. Come talk to me.
You
tell
can
you
you can tell the quality of a ReZero content creator from whether they vehemently spoil you with their thumbnails or they give you some of the most amazing media analysis you've ever seen. So yeah, make sure to watch and give appreciation to those channels because they do some amazing stuff. I love some good ReZero analysis. I think it's brought some of the best media analysis I've seen out there. I'm really excited. Of course, that's a bit of a a self go up because I also love doing the ReZero podcasts and think we do a great job there too. But yeah, there's just so much good video essay content. Kyle Robes has done some amazing ReZero analytical content. I love some of his stuff too. It's so good. So give some love to those creators. Seriously, they deserve it. They deserve the world. It would be nice how the anime onlys would react if the first call ended at the end of phase 2. Yeah, that would. I don't know how they would structure that because it would probably be like a weird way to structure the series, but it would be kind of interesting.
They're gonna be. Well, what do you think it would end at, really? I would.
8. What'd you say? Sorry.
What would they end at if it was split halfway?
If they were gonna split Arc 6, they would end it probably on the Emilia and Subaru Amnesia Baru scene.
Really? That's really far in.
I feel like they would. That was where they would do it.
Maybe they'd go into Arc 7 with that. Hey, Skura.
You'd have to. I think that's my personal prediction. If I was to end it like halfway and then continue it at any point, if that would be the halfway stop.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yes, Trishy. Yes, you are right. You're so right.
Aegis, the next 3 to 4 chapters are really going to dictate the rest of the series in a way. It's an interesting. Yeah, it's a important time for ReZero right now in the current web novel stuff. Yeah, I won't say much more, but just strap in, folks, because some crazy stuff be happening. And
hello, Aegis. I forgot to say hello. Hello.
Yeah, it's a really good time to be a ReZero fan right now.
We're eating good. We're eating good.
Oh, I would love to be a guest on the podcast if I can, lol. Yeah, we definitely need more guests on the podcast, Demon. So we'll keep you posted on that. At the moment, we've just been trying to. So our big thing has been catching up with Arc 9. So we've been like all busy for our own reasons at the moment. So we've struggled to find some time to get together. I know, kind of sucks because of how good the stuff is right now. Mm-hmm. But our big focus is getting the next Arc 9 stuff out, doing some mandatory side content we need to cover, and a couple EX novels, and then we'll try thinking more about getting some guests on to talk about stuff, I think.
Also, I've been getting the boys to help me with Arc 7 because those chapters aren't going to be processing themselves, and I've been like elbow deep in Arc 6. And I want to move on so bad. I don't want to lose any of our wonderful voice actors that we just casted. Mm-hmm. But some of them are getting a little anxious, and I don't blame them. It's been a little bit, but we're recovering from Arc 6 as well. It's a lot of pain.
Jay Dudley, who do you think had the greatest character growth by the end of Arc 6? I would say Subaru. I think Julius has a lot of character growth in Arc 6 too, though. I think he really comes into his own in that arc. So proud of my boy, even though I talk shit to him. I miss Krush.
I think so.
Me too.
I think Rom has some character growth too, quite a bit.
Light Novel Historian has probably spoiled about 80% of his anime onlys for Arc 6 just from his post. Yeah, it's a real shame. I that's also why I don't like doing shorts content for any future ReZero content stuff. And
this is why
we've had a blanket, like our own personal take has been a blanket ban on it for Reverie. Because it just isn't cool. I don't think, like, scrolling, especially if you watch a lot of ReZero content and you'll just get it in your feed. I think it's just not fun, especially if you're an anime only and you don't want to get spoiled. It's just kind of lame.
Does it make it harder to commercialize and push our voices?
Does,
yes,
yeah.
but
it's an integrity aspect to it. I think, especially for Reverie here, like even with our thumbnails, we try to keep it in line with the anime from like even the own stuff here, and we try to avoid spoilers as much as possible. I
only show things from trailers or if it's out in the anime.
Not only because it would suck as an anime only to see that and get spoiled, but if you're like reading along chapter by chapter on Reverie, it would kind of suck to get spoiled on the chapter too. It's twofold on that. I think we've done a good job of keeping our stuff mostly like big spoiler free, which I'm very proud of.
We're friends with Ed. We have no choice.
Yeah, we have no choice. I mean, we just also have so many people that are watching along and it's their first time experiencing that part. And we have a lot of anime onlys that enjoy some anime only ReZero podcast stuff too. So, yeah.
which we did set up that podcast. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. I think ultimately it is a discussion, because obviously you will just get more views and you'll get more attention if you put the more spoilery thumbnail stuff on there. But I think as an integrity thing, we're just like, nah, we're not going to spoil people. ReZero is one of those series that isn't ruined by spoilers, but definitely loses some of like because the whole point is you're getting hit with the twists and turns like organically as you're reading it, and I think it's really unfair that a lot of people have been spoiled.
The one
by
day
some bad
we will
actors.
catch up with Taipei, and we will be posting literally within days of it being translated by Witch Cult. We're gonna be up your asses when that happens. Sorry. Oh, you won't get a break.
I saw so many people get spoiled in chapter 56. Oh, that really sucks. That's such a shame. I really hope
Of Arc 6? Or Arc 9?
might be Arc 9.
Yeah.
I think it's just so. Yeah, it's just one of those things where I think if you're a responsible person in the ReZero community that's making any sort of content, it is your like kind of duty in a way to make sure you're not spoiling people. Whether that's taking like a really creative thumbnail idea for later stuff that doesn't really spoil anything, but it's kind of like visually interesting, I think is very much a discussion. But yeah, I think that's where we'll talk about that.
But at the same time, you get more clicks, views, and support.
Yeah,
when you have modern
it's
stuff.
antithesis to being a good content creator for your own selfish interests. But we care about ReZero, we love ReZero, and we love that people love ReZero and want to encourage good behavior around it. Screen Takes. Your podcast is great. Excited to hear you talking Death on the Let's Phase because, yeah, well, thank you so much, Screen Takes. I'm really glad you enjoy it. That boosts my ego a little bit. I won't lie.
I will also be harassing you as a guest as well.
Oh, yeah, I would love that so much. I'm very proud of the ReZero podcast. I think we really cook on there. I think we have some very interesting stuff. We're not always 100% correct about everything. We're not complete lore gurus, but I think we have very fun and fulfilling discussions on there. I'm very proud of it. I'm proud I got to bring the ReZero podcast back from the old Sea Tactics days. The sequel, if you would. The spiritual successor.
Shrederica has always posted on the podcast.
I want them to end on the very beginning of Arc 7, Steven says. I think especially with how I think it's an if. It's not an if anymore, it's a when we're going to get the animes coming out for future content. I think that would be a good spot to end it. I do agree. Julius asks, if you're feeling Arc 6 fatigue, wouldn't it be better doing the Arc 7 stuff and bounce between the two? So...
Well, so a majority of the edits are held up between me and our audio engineer. So because he's working really hard right now on Arc 6 and making that better, and we have a lot of people who are constantly messaging us and DMing us to hurry up and fix Arc 6 because they hate the live recorded version. Go off. But so he's currently focused on helping us mix every single chapter there. And because a lot of our voice actors aren't even done their lines yet, mostly Arc 6 cast, it's really difficult for us to get Nick to go mix their stuff, then come back to us, and then go back there and come back. Arc 6 is already a bit of a mess because we're doing our flagged chapters for visual edits, editing first, and then we're going back to doing everything chronological order. And that's already 90 chapters. And it's not how he normally likes it. He wants it based off of each character individual line, so it's easier to mix. And then we have Skura, who's gonna do the the actual chapter mix where you cut everything up. I'm gonna help too, and so is Nick. We're not gonna just let Skura do that. But as much as we'd love to go back and forth, it would cause too much craziness for me and Nick to be able to actually enjoy being on this project anymore. So because so much falls onto our shoulders, we don't have a choice. If we got paid enough for Nick and I to be able to just coast along no problem, absolutely I would have both done at the same time. But and then also pay Skura for doing all that extra work because Skura pumps them out within 24 hours, but also has a full-time job.
It's
and Nick has his own life. I got my own life. So unless we can make it like a full-time gig, we got to do one at a time.
It's difficult because this, at the end of the day, is a passion project, and
Yeah.
if we had more resources and more stuff, like, we would have, it would be even higher quality than I think our stuff already is. But it's one of those things where it is like the fumes of passion really fuel Reverie. It's hard because you have to dedicate so much time to every part of the production element for Reverie that it ends up being a lot of man and woman hours to put all the stuff in. And when it's just like passion and unpaid, it's very much, it gets done when it gets done, and that's just the reality of it,
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
Not to say that we need to be paid in order to
No,
keep things
no.
going. We will still keep going,
We'll
just we
still keep
can't go
going
at a
regardless.
crazy pace.
It's just
Thanks, Dragon.
this isn't our, I'm sad that it isn't our job, but it isn't, and that's
I
just
mean,
the reality.
take a look at this. I'm on the first part of my editing right now. I'm cutting up and isolating which characters are which. So Nick did this whole timeline. I have to take out all of Taildee's Betty lines, put in Kiki's lines, which I'm hopefully getting tomorrow. This is just the base edit of the character, like where they're going to be, and then I have to place in the actual sprites, and then I also have to, on top of that, add in the music, sound effects, everything else. So this edit, I'm going to try to crank it out within 24 hours because I want to hit that almost 20 days straight upload time. But yeah, each chapter takes a long time. And our editors have been a huge help for that. So thank goodness.
You guys have been a godsend. I cannot say it enough. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, it's a lot of work. It is. It's worth it and so much fun. But I mean, because that's not even including like all of Witch Cult's work to translate and get stuff where it is before we even make it into our script format and like do what we do with it. Like,
if it wasn't for Witch Cult, we wouldn't be here.
if it
TLDR.
wasn't for Witch Cult, you guys, like, we wouldn't be here. Like, you guys are the goats, the absolute goats. Connor says, I think our recent theory has been pretty down spat on. I think we've been doing pretty good with them. I think we've been cooking pretty hard. I will agree. Theory crafting has been genuinely crazy for Arc 9 stuff. I'm still catching up to Arc 9, but I was hit by the big spoiler of last year and have since been conceded to the battle of spoilers. I don't mind it too badly. It hasn't ruined it for me. I read so slowly. Yeah. This was a thing I was quite worried about too, because I'm typically like quite slow on the reading.
Bringing up my meme.
And it's really difficult too, because it's like ReZero chapters are so long that it's a big time sink to read them, because if you're skim reading them, you're gonna miss stuff, and that is the truth. Like, it just is true. If you skim speed read stuff, you will miss details, because there's random stuff in like parts of narration that are really relevant that are sometimes just easily missed.
My greatest meme of all time.
Goes to read the weblog, wishes there was an audiobook, realizes that we make the audiobook, cries and gets back to work on Arc 6. Yep, pretty much.
Do you know how badly I want to just listen to Arc 8 while I'm doing shit around the house? Insane. But I'm like, oh, well.
The amount of people are like,
shit.
why don't you guys just listen to the amount of comments we've gotten recently, especially with the blow up.
Listen
of AI
to
slop.
the AI
Yeah, where's the
version.
just listen to the AI voice ones. I'm like, that's not.
I've tried.
It's antithesis to
They're
to
awful.
what this is all about. You know. It's also just not. It's not good. It's not a good
I had
way
somebody
to experience
ask
it.
me if I would help them set up a channel, and they were going to take an AI version of all the English dub actors, thankfully not ours, but from the actual dub itself, of like Sean, Kaylee, and put it into a like deep fake AI modulator and
Oh
just
my
code
god,
it that way.
That
I
well,
told
that's
them-
like a genuine lawsuit right there.
Told them not to, told that, but if you do find that, don't watch it.
Yeah, do not support that content. That is
Because that's stealing their
It's not just
voices.
stealing intellectual property, it's stealing people's voice actors' voices. And being a voice actor is not the most lucrative and easiest of things to do. You have to work really hard to get in a really good spot for it. So respect your voice actors, respect your creative talent.
Yes. Also, we have had some people ask if they can like take our same model and just go dub Arc 9 with our voice actors, please don't ask that.
No.
That's weird. Don't do
that's
it.
a bit strange.
Also, there's other stories you can do.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to do another language, absolutely, I'll help you. But if you're going to do it in English, you could just ask to join us, and
Yeah.
I'll find you
That-
a way
that's
in. Please.
It's kind of like it's a very unfair thing to ask of us.
Hey,
when it
can
comes to
I
that.
take over what you're doing?
Yeah.
I've tried to give up my post multiple times. You've had opportunities to be the manager.
Thank you so much, Traken Films.
Thank you, Tragan.
I have a friend who got Arc 9 Phase 2 spoilers on 100 Girlfriends edit. What the fuck?
How do you get flashbang from that? Also, 100 Girlfriends, amazing.
That show is hilarious, yeah. Wolf, on my channel, I have the most viewed Arc 9 video short. If you want, you should check it out. Also, question, do you think Arc 9 has the best opening phase in the entire series? Yeah, it does. Without a doubt. Best opening phase. Yeah, that's a brutal way to get spoiled. Spoilers be rough out here nowadays. I mean, they always have been. There's just a certain group of people that just do not understand why spoilers are meaningful for other people. Either they lack the empathy to care about it, or about why that would frustrate someone who doesn't want to get spoiled, or they just genuinely don't understand conceptually why spoilers would be a problem. The demand for ReZero content is unfortunately not high enough. Yeah, this is also a thing of, like, ReZero is one of those series that's insanely popular, but not in the same way that some of the big anime
It's not my hero.
stuff. Yeah, like, it's probably got the most loyal following I've seen of, like, hardcore fans. That's in a big amount, but it's not those heights to the point where the demand can really match anything super large scale, unfortunately. That's just the reality of it. That's totally fine, but it is the truth. I understand bouncing between the two would be difficult, especially if complications rise and the holidays coming up. Aegis, Christ, I was thinking big spoiler of last year and going, that doesn't narrow it down, but God, Arcanine has been going for almost a year and a half at this point. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about, Aegis, that it's been going on for this long now. It's wild. Topay's really picking up his pace with releasing, from what I understand, though, so, yeah. ReZero takes time to come out. It really is Topay's magnum opus. Man has written so many words about this world and series, it's insane. Spoilers in JJK were awful, especially because I heard that was really bad for JJK too, yeah. I mean, spoilers have gotten so bad for me for so much stuff now that I don't... Even though I would like to be more active on social media, especially in, like, ReZero circles, I just avoid it. I do. I isolate myself because I don't want to get spoiled. Because the only reason I caught up with the recent chapters as quickly as I did was Connor had to, like, pull me aside and tell me, dude, you need to catch up, because if you don't, you are going to get spoiled. It is a matter of time. And that's with how little contact I have with, like, social media and anything affiliated with ReZero online, because it's essentially Reverie and the podcast, and that's it. I don't go on Twitter. I don't actually watch that much ReZero YouTube content anymore. Like, I still watch quite a bit, but nowhere near as much as I used to, because I'm just so worried about it. Because, I mean, it's also a thing of, like, with my own analysis stuff, like, spoilers are kind of genuinely important for the podcast. Like, I have to make sure I avoid them and I'm caught up and know stuff about things. Very weird way for me to say that, but yeah. It's really rough. I think spoilers have become a big issue in the recent internet era, I will say. For so many things too. Like, it's genuinely really hard. I got a big JJK spoiler, actually, about a year and a half ago now, and I was like, fuck, damn it! I would have loved to have known that organically, you know? I mean, especially with the new season of JJK coming out in the new anime season too. Like, yeah. Thank you so much, Tragan. You guys are very fortunate to have a team of talented artists. Majority of my projects I'm doing are by myself, but I'm sure managing a big team comes with its own struggles. Yeah, it's hard to get a big group of people working towards something, when it's all volunteer and passion basis too, right? Like, we can't expect be all end all from everyone from Reverie, because we aren't paying them, and that is the truth, right? Like, it's all,
We got very lucky with our timing.
we're very lucky.
If it wasn't for COVID, honestly, I don't think we would have been as successful as we are.
Yeah. I think starting in COVID the way we did was the way this became even remotely possible.
Yeah. I agree. Sorry, I'm like super out of it because I'm at a part where I gotta start changing the backgrounds. What do you got next?
Let's see. Jay Dudley. I just had a visit from Pandora, so my internet went down briefly. Yeah, that happens. With JoJo's Part 9, leakers spoiled Japanese fans. Oh, that's so frustrating. I can't imagine him being such a diehard fan. Well, I can imagine being such a diehard fan and that happening to you, because it's happened to me for ReZero.
I had.
But yeah, like, it is super frustrating. I accidentally shared a fairly minor JJK spoiler with my friends because I thought it was so funny there's no way that would actually be in the chapter. That's crazy. I switch accounts on YouTube now when I'm looking at different content because the algorithm pushes spoiler content. Bloody rampant.
Retweet.
It is ageist. Like, it is. It is a genuine problem with the algorithm. Like, it is really bad. That is why I do avoid watching a lot of ReZero stuff. Again, still watch some, but not as much as I used to, because I used to get the light novel historians or anyone else, the shorts pop up in my feed because they know I like ReZero, and I'm like, what the fuck? Get this on my phone! What? No! There was one time I literally like threw my phone across the room because I saw an image. I was like, fuck! ReZero question from Stimon. Do you guys think what do you think, guys, Pandora's role in the story is? Do you think she's going to be the big bad or nah?
Otto. I don't even know what that means.
Well, folks, it's been a great stream. Gonna end it here.
I don't even know what that means. I just heard it a million times.
It's one of the most crackpot, silliest theories that people spout because they have the same hair color. That's genuinely the.
My current theory, and I'm making it anime only based right now. For Pandora, is that she is like a god of this world, and she's trying to use the people around her to get what she wants. She can affect time, so she's got to have some sort of pull on like Subaru's world somehow, and like the world that Lagunica's in. So maybe she's trying to like do something big. Now that I've been watching the Isekai Quartet movie, I have other theories, but I don't want to say it because that's also spoilers. But
I won't say anything on that. Not because I necessarily think there's any like very apparent spoilers, but it would be talking about what I think the end game for ReZero would be, and I think that would be spoilers. So I'm not gonna say anything.
hi.
Let's see. Opening phase, absolutely not. I mean, I do like Arc 8 Phase 1 a lot too. I would say it's pretty close for me. The big difference is that JJK and other mangas are rather short and easy to catch up on compared to ReZero and other novels that will take months to years to get caught up in. Yeah, that's the bigger crime with ReZero too, of how large of a series it is. Like, it's a big ask to constantly maintain and keep up with it. It is. Mordinator. I'll just say Shaw looks so good in the anime outside. I'm so happy the
Yes,
adaptation is
she
looking
does.
like it's going to be amazing. Yeah, I am a big proponent of optimism for the anime adaptations. I think a lot of people are, and this is a generalization, I think there's just some people that are a bit too critical of the anime adaptations. I think they're doing a great job. I think White Fox cooked with season 3, guys. Like, I trust them with season 4 and everything going forward. I think people that saying they should change anime studios for any later arcs for specific stuff, I don't know. I think White Fox are ready. They're doing a great job. They're really White Fox, like their anime is ReZero. Like that's their flagship thing. I think they're constantly evolving and getting stronger with their creative vision for it. I'm all on board the White Fox train. I think they're doing great. Watch me saying this is going to be really poorly aged in a couple months or something, but hey. Let's see. I'm in like the last phase of Arc 6 and I already know some big spoilers and plot points of Arc 9. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's really
Rip.
that's rough. Not season 4 trailer also spoiling Arc 9.
Ooh, who just subscribed? Welcome, welcome.
Welcome aboard.
Honor.
Thank you, Honor.
Rhymes with Connor.
Darksider. I wish people would stop spoiling ReZero for people. It's crazy how many creators of people online just don't mark stuff spoilers. Yeah, it's really unfortunate.
I say as I'm editing Arc 6.
But it's very apparent what we're doing.
That's true.
If an anime is clicking on this, like... Let's see. Connor says Pandora is a secondary antagonist driving the forces of the story, but it's not the real big bad in the end. That is his claim. Guess we'll have to see. Mortonator. No Otto Pandora theory has merit because Otto doesn't show up in the book of Tome of Wisdom or whatever it's called. Well, all anime only based when it comes to Pandy, no worries. We know explicitly bugger all beyond one minor thing in regards to her otherwise. Yeah, it's that one minor thing is quite interesting, though, I will say. I'm so excited to talk about... Oh, there's so much I love talking about ReZero. I'm so excited for the next podcast when we get to record it. It's gonna be absolute cinema.
Absolute cinema.
Stimmen says, I think I figured out Beatrice's birthday and I understand why it's a spoiler. It literally tell the endgame. Interesting. Thanks, guys. Looks like I've got to start reading Arc 7 more. Ugh. Yeah, it's peak. Lore question. How much time passes between Arc 2 and Arc 3? I've heard it's a month, but I don't know how much time they spend in the capital before the White Whale and Mansion fight. So yeah, it is about a month, from my understanding, between Arc 2 and Arc 3. And the amount of time they spend in the capital is about... 2. So if we're including like the whole royal selection stuff and Subaru being left behind by Emilia, I think it's about a period of 2 weeks or about a week. It's somewhere, it ranges from like a week to 2 weeks from my understanding of that amount of time before Arc 3 kicks off further after their little breakup and spat. It's interesting, but it can mean anything about anything. You are right, but it is interesting. I know it could mean anything about anything, but some of the lore drops, guys, have been crazy. I'm so excited for... When the anime gets to Arc 9, and I'm going to say when, it's gonna be generational. It's going to be so
You
good.
like that word today.
I do, because it's true. It is. It's generational, goddammit. Connor says Emilia's there for 2 days, Subaru's there for about 1 to 3 days. Is that Expedition 33 I hear humming? I just wish to finish it myself. Some of the most emotional I've ever felt playing a game. Yes, that is what you're hearing. We love Expedition 33.
I was going to play it in the background, but because there's so much talking going on while Chase is talking, it's too overwhelming.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to Claire Obscure. Mm-hmm. I love the songs. I sing them often. Tealdi is also a huge fan. I want to make some covers, but again, that's another thing to add on the list.
What are y'all's favorite moments in ReZero?
Anything with Rem, really? You know what? Emilia in season 2 saying, "I'm Emilia." I love that.
Yeah.
That's a great one. To Echidna, specifically, in the trial.
I think my favorite moment...
That's the anime ones.
One of my favorite moments, Arc 6, bog standard, Natsuki Super stuff. I do I think probably my undisputed favorite moment, though, even beyond that, is parent and child.
Oh yeah.
Subaru reconciling his emotional baggage with his parents might be one of the most emotionally cathartic and like fulfilling experiences I've ever had in media, like ever. Like that, when the anime episode for that came out, I watched it like 6 times that day. I don't rewatch anime episodes very often. I rewatched that episode 6 times and cried every time. That hits somewhere in the heart. Like, it hits different. I don't know how to explain it.
I force my students to watch it.
Emotional intelligence.
Specifically my anime club, by the way, not just my regular students.
Aegis. All I'll say without being specific about Arc 9 is the TikTok edits are going to be insufferable. Yes, the TikTok edits are going to be fucking insufferable for Arc 9. I'm not looking forward to that.
That's why I don't have TikTok.
Judy says, pretty much the entire rooftop scene in Arc 3. I think that's pretty based, yeah.
Yep.
The prologue's over.
From
0.
zero.
Darksider. Parent and Child is one of the best episodes of the anime. I'd say it's one of the best episodes of anime ever. I'm going to say that. Full chest. I think it's great. I think it gave so many anime only such a different perspective on Subaru. Like, and obviously for readers when they were reading it in the web novel and light novel. Like, it really does hit all of Subaru's stuff beforehand. Like, it's the connective tissue, and it's just, wow, it's beautiful. Tressie asks, what grades do you teach?
High school, predominantly grade 10, but I teach grade 9 to 10. And we have an anime club. Well, when I work there, we have an anime club, but because I am currently unemployed, I do
Unemployed.
not. But yeah, they're a lot of fun. I like working with them because we can actually talk about anime, which is really nice. And I use anime in my English class as well. So we use Attack on Titan. We do the first 2 seasons. And it's a good way to get kids who normally don't read to read for a little bit and work with me. And it gets the normies to actually, like, try something that's new and different.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wrong sound effect. Yeah. I teach English and history, specifically, when I have work. Yeah.
Aegis. Web novel version of Garth and Subaru's fight is mine. Oh, do you know what, Aegis? That's a great shout. The web novel version of that fight is so fucking peak. Literally the total combination of Subaru's friends having his back and his pragmatism to eke out with a win with with what little he has. Yeah, like the light novel and anime stuff, it's still great, but I think the web novel Subaru Garth fight is the superior version of all of those 3. That was actually one of the most memorable moments of reading Arc 4 in the web novel format initially for me. That moment was so good. Jay Dudley, my favourite ReZero moment by far is when Emilia is constantly beating up Regulus 53 times in the anime.
Yes!
That is...
I forgot about that.
That's therapy right there.
I love that scene. What I saw somebody. What were they doing? Fuck. They took a little clip of that. I forget. We were just watching someone's YouTube channel. We didn't even realize they liked ReZero or anything, and they had Emilia just beating up Regulus. I was like, "Let's go! Let's go!" That's what's up. You guys are now gonna. What am I doing again? I had to do something.
I would love to tell you that I remember for you, but I do not.
I don't remember. Oh, end card. Found it. You guys get to see our end card.
Yes.
Since we're at the end, that means Connor and I are going to have to sit down and do phase 2.
More work! Ha ha ha!
Woohoo! Okay, this is how we do them. Write them all out. Connor does the translations, helps me walk through it, guides me on what to do for each. I don't like doing the, some people are going to get mad at me for not exporting as a zip file, but I get annoyed with it. I think my English one is first. Highlight, delete, and delete. because I layer it.
Mm-hmm.
Share. Current. Done. Download. Hopefully I don't show. There it is. Well, it's okay. You guys can see this anyways. There's 1 and 2. PNG. Transparent. Current. Done. Boom. Download. And then I will already have the drum sound. I don't even know where I got it, when I found it. I was absolutely cracked at the beginning of this series, and then I just kind of petered out. But I'm glad past me set up all this good stuff for current me.
For those who come after.
For those who come after.
Okay, let's see. Darksider, I really hope that the edits for Arc 6 Stairs stuff doesn't get worse after we actually get the anime scene for it. Yeah, we'll have to see about that. I loved all of Season 1 and Season 2 upon first watch, but Choose Me secured its spot as one of my favourites.
Oh, yeah.
In retrospect, From Zero reigns supreme. Yeah. Very, very base takes. I like that.
It's crazy going from an anime only to a web novel reader, I won't lie. Like, absolutely insane. Because I remember I caught up to Season 1 just as Season 2 was coming out, and I had to watch weekly, and I was, like, on the edge of my seat the entire time. I had no idea what was going on, what was happening. I was just so pumped to be there. And then when it ended, I was like, wow, re-peak. And then I got hired onto here, and then I started hearing everything and getting all the extra stuff that the anime didn't explain, or this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, stuff I learned about Satella from Season 2 that I had no idea of until, like, 2 weeks ago. And now I'll be caught up soon, which is crazy.
That's gonna be it's gonna be very, very cool when you're caught up. I'm really excited for it. Let's see.
Nice,
Traken Films. ReZero really saved my life, and I'm not kidding. The self-love worth messaging is something I really needed to hear during COVID. I finished Season 2. I want to know what happens next, so I found Reverie. I'm glad that's how you found us through, and yeah, that's I think a pretty universal thing for a lot of people here on Reverie. Not everyone, but me especially, I do really resonate with that. ReZero has changed my life in so many ways, thanks to either Reverie or just the emotional intelligence you gain from the series is like baffling. It's crazy. It's why I think it's one of the most important pieces of media ever. I'm gonna say it.
Agreed.
I'm not ashamed of it. I think it's true.
Repeat.
Aegis, the Web novel version is a lot more visceral. Yeah, it is. It's way more visceral. It took my second reread for me to realise that Super was getting shocked away by Puck in his monocrystal. Peak ReZero. Yeah, it is peak zero. Julius, you deal with 9th and 10th graders? My condolences. Seriously,
Thank
though.
you.
I love teachers who can relate to students and connect with them on something like a show. I had a teacher I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's really cool.
That's the only way you can get to students that age is you have to find them at their level.
You have to meet them at their level, yeah.
A lot of their parents, especially if they have weird interests that aren't normal, aka anime, a lot of them just their parents just don't care or want to do it with them. I feel that, mine too. So being an adult that also likes their stuff and help guide them through, because a lot of my students do really dumb shit on the internet. So just like explaining to them like, hey, maybe don't pick this fight, or hey, like there have been students who've come into our chat and said awful things about, you know, our voice actors because they think it's a meme, and I've absolutely gone in and gutted them because I didn't know it was them. And then they'd come to me the next day and like, you know what? That was absolutely ruthless what you did to me, but also I deserved it, and I've learned. And I was like, thank you. Sorry I did that to you. Are you okay?
If it works, it works.
It works.
It is true. I think teachers get nowhere near enough respect, especially in the West, as they deserve. It's a really hard job, but it's a really meaningful and important job. I do wish I had more teachers like the teacher you are when I was a kid, because
You say that, but who knows if I actually teach well.
I think you are a really good teacher because you teach like emotional intelligence, empathy, life lessons. Like you engage with students, and that's sometimes all a kid needs is just someone to talk to them like they're a person, because they are.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they're just unformed or figuring themselves out. That doesn't mean they're any less of a person than someone else is, and I think that's why that position is so important, and why you are such a great teacher, in my opinion.
Thanks for gassing me up. Appreciate
Of course,
it.
you deserve it. Oh, so do all teachers. Like, you guys, you're amazing. I think you guys do not get enough credit for how hard you work and what you bring to society.
Appreciate.
And need more focus on teachers, quite honestly, and better pay. But that's its own thing.
Hey, even a job. Just basic job. Enough about teaching, though.
Yeah.
Back to ReZero.
Brittany. I hope I said your name right. I'm so sorry if I didn't. Oh my god, it's great to see your faces. Oh, thank you. It's actually kind of a nice different format. I don't show my face too often, but
the new D&D campaign I'm in and work for, I show my face, so I've just kind of given up on that. So I'm just like, hey, you know what? I gotta show my face. I'm gonna force Chase to do it too.
Yeah, I've shown my face a couple times, but not a lot. And yeah, it's very fun. It's nice. Wolf, you gave me chills numerous times during Subaru's mental breakdowns in Arc 6. Thank you so much. That's a huge compliment. I had a lot of fun playing Arc 6 Subaru. Arc 5 Subaru, like, I really enjoyed doing. Obviously, it means a lot to me because it's Reverie and it's where we started. But Arc 6 Subaru is where I really got to, like, test my
acting,
like, properly, like, full emotional range. And I'm really proud of myself. Obviously, I'm self-critical in places. I think I could have done better, but I'm glad a lot of people have really enjoyed it. It makes me very happy. Thank you so much for that.
Hi. Editing that shit is awful.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Trashy, I think the Ram and Roswell fight in Arc 4 is such an underrated moment. Oh, I love that moment. It's so good. ReZero's just peak. It's so many peak moments.
Peak Zero.
Bye, Chilled. Enjoy reading.
Bye,
I'm glad
Chilled.
we've got you excited to read more.
Read.
Darksider asks, how close to caught up are you, Kyles?
I am Arc 8, Chapter 26. So once I get a couple days to constantly read. Now, tomorrow I'm on a set, and I'm playing a college student as a background actor, so I can probably get through a fucking shit ton if I get to be on my phone.
Yeah.
And just pretend I'm scrolling.
I was actually going to suggest that,
read.
funnily enough, yeah. You've probably got about, if I'm counting right, at least 110 chapters.
I think
before you're
so.
caught up. But, yeah.
But, like, I'm getting there. And when I do read, like, I've only been able to put aside, like, maybe 2.5 hours since I was around chapter 14 or something.
Yeah,
so
you've not had much time to read, have you, unfortunately?
But I read fast. So
You do, yeah.
That's what matters. Once I get time. The reason I haven't been able to keep up is because of Arc 6. But once we're done, Phase 1, which should be done, I'm going to finish up these, like the sprites and placements, chat with you guys, and then after stream, I'm going to add music and sound effects. And then I'm going to, and then it's done, really. I just have to wait on Kiki's lines.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see. JW asks, what part of the editing process do you enjoy the most?
Soundscapes. I love making soundscapes more than anything. I get tired of the visual novel edit format just because, like, this kind of stuff.
It's very tedious, right?
It's tedious. It's repetitive. Connor's talked about helping make a program that we could just, like, put things in and put a code in and stuff. I hope we can get that done because that'd be really sick.
It very much streamline things, that's for sure.
I can actually focus on the soundscapes, sound effects, which I've added quite a bit in these chapters, and I'm pretty proud of quite a few of them. But I could do more. Like, I did lackluster this phase, which I feel bad about, but also our visual, like, our editors that we had did most of the work anyway, so I didn't really have to do too much, which is awesome.
I think your soundscapes are your strongest point as an editor,
Thank
genuinely. You do some great stuff with the audio engineering.
I've been very lazy with it so far, but it's only been Sand Dunes, so I just used the one that YouTube gave me.
I was about to say, you haven't been able to get as creative yet, so yeah.
I hope you guys like the Hungry Horse King. I'll play that in a moment.
Oh,
That's
no.
fucking awful. But the layering for that is crazy. I might be able to show you. It is haunting. In fact, I will pause from this and I'll do that real quick.
Stearman, hot take. Puck is one of the worst characters of ReZero. He held Amelia back on purpose to control her, and he's a massive hypocrite. I hope he stays gone, lol.
I don't even think that's a hot take.
No, I don't think that's a hot take at all. I think that's a pretty common take.
Real take.
All
right, here we go. I'm gonna crank up this sound. You guys are gonna hear the Hungry Horse King.
Oh god, okay.
I don't think Chase can hear.
I can't hear it, but I'm squeamish for you guys. Is
Here
it gonna
it
be?
is.
Just make
With
sure it's
cleared
low
speech.
people out.
So I layered a baby cry, reverbed it, I pitched it up, pitched it down, and put 3. You're so welcome.
Why would you do this to people?
I hate it so much. Hey, ask Tepe why he made it crying babies.
Because he's evil. Duh.
Duh. Oh, thank you so much, Jay Dudley. We worked hard on our little collection. We have more.
Thank you.
I just need more shelves. Silent Hill ass.
Yeah, pretty much. You're not wrong, Aegis.
I made it in 5 minutes too, so I was like, well, this is good enough.
Trankham Films. Funny enough, I was able to watch ReZero with my mum on a
Aw.
rewatch. She was so confused when the rabbits first attacked. Why did it do that? Her favourite character was Beatrice. Do you know what? I would love to watch ReZero with my parents. I tried to watch a bit of it with my dad at one point, but it's kind of hard to get.
I almost
think
got
it's-
my sister too.
I think it's one of those things where it's really, especially when you're sharing interests with people that, and they're not necessarily closed-minded, but they don't think like, oh, maybe if this person enjoys it, there might be a reason to enjoy it too. Like, there's been plenty of things that I was never thought, like even anime. I didn't ever think I was going to get into it. I said once to my friends when I was like 16, 17, before I started watching anime.
watch anime.
Or ReZero, like, I just don't know. It doesn't really interest me. And then they suggested to me a show, and then from there I watched ReZero, and then it was over, you know? And that's my entire fucking life.
That's the thing. It's the pipeline from being anti-anime to making your whole personality is real.
I think it's more that
People are
people
close-minded.
forget that anime is a medium and not a genre. You know, like there's so many different genres of show. There is a show for everyone in anime, and a lot of it is actually more for a teenage or adult audience than it is a kid audience, which I think a lot of people think it's supposed to be for.
ReZero doesn't help itself by playing into anime tropes early on. Like, my sister left because of the Rem Ram thing, and like the odd booba stuff. But I was so close to hooking her. So close.
I think that's the thing of ReZero is. I think ReZero is stronger when you've experienced other anime and
Yeah.
other stuff that's plays on the tropes and doesn't try to subvert or like expand upon them like ReZero does. I think ReZero is very strong for doing that. I think it's still strong regardless of if you know much or not, but I think it does hit even harder when you've had a bit more stuff to watch before it or read.
Hell yeah. Oh, thank you, Connor. I'm glad you liked it. I'm sorry I couldn't keep your in. But it just didn't sound like babies.
Aegis, method acting with the phone scoring, that's how you know she's a pro. Power.
Power.
Connor, I've read the last 6 chapters in under an hour. So good. Yeah, it's addicting. You can't get your eyes off the screen.
Hope your move is going well, Uwu.
I've got some Rem and Amelia figurines to share on Christmas. Oh, hell yeah, Jay Dudley.
As you should.
Julius, what's your favourite If character? As in a character that hasn't shown up in the main story, but has in the If stories.
Halibel.
Yeah, Halibel. He's really fun in Remif, eh? Yeah.
I love him.
I'd have to agree. Halibel in Remif and Slothith is just the guy.
He's the GOAT!
Okay, let's see. Wow, I hate it. I love it. It's terrible. Yep. Golly gee, that's so good. Way creepier than I imagined.
Oh, sorry, Sierra.
Connor says that was awesome.
Yes!
Again, sound engineer here, people. She knows her stuff.
I don't actually.
You don't
I just
know
go
any.
by sound.
It is not. It may not be. You may not know technical stuff. You may not be a formally educated one, but you are a competent audio engineer.
Hi.
More than competent, I would argue.
Hi.
I was just playing Silent Hill 2 remake and uploading it to YouTube, and that sound just reminded me.
You're welcome.
I don't know what you guys. This is funny because I love ReZero so much. What do you guys think of horror stuff? I'm actually so squeamish with horror stuff. Like,
ReZero's my max.
I've only recently started watching even like thriller movies and stuff. I used to have quite bad anxiety as a kid, and I just would avoid horror stuff and horror games in general. I played the first Gears of War game up until a certain point, and that scared me. Obviously, it wasn't appropriate for kids my age, obviously, but... So, what do you guys think on that? I think it's kind of interesting. I do want to get into more stuff like that. I think if I was to check stuff out, it'd be horror games over, like, horror movies. So, if you guys have any recommendations for that stuff, let me know.
You're crazy. Ah, yes, this is where I have to add in Dread.
For me, it was comics to manga, and now I read both, plus light novels and whatnot. Yeah. Shout out to Infinite Dendrogram. I'm not the biggest fan of the anime, but that light novel series, it's so good. I need to catch up on it. Might be one of my favorite light novel series of all time. My hot take and posit is that what if Sword Art Online was good?
Hey, it has a place. I love Sword Art Online. Don't fuck with me in my Sword Art Online. You guys get to hear a round of Dread. Oh, no, you don't.
I could do ram noises, but not baby sounds. Connor, do you know what? Everyone has their limits. I respect it. Aegis. ReZero is a masterpiece, truly believe that, but it still is a victim to the common Japanese comedy stuff that tends to filter, I love to say, normies. Helps to desensitize bad first anime, IMO. Yeah, I would say, I don't know if I'd argue it's a bad first anime, but it's way better when it's not your first. I think...
Yeah. It's not a first anime, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where it is a masterpiece, but I think it very much is a Japanese masterpiece. It is, especially like the audience to pay was writing for, and the anime was made for. Of course, international audience loves it and it's stuff, but I think it is very much. It speaks to a lot of cultural Japanese stuff too, especially about like psychology and mental health, which I think is really cool. Subaru's son, I love that boy. Yep, we love that boy. Darksider, I think that ReZero is the only piece of media I've been as invested in as I have been. You guys' channel has been a huge help in keeping my ReZero brain fed, and I appreciate all for that. Oh, I'm so glad we've been able to keep your brain fed. But yeah, ReZero is something special. It is. I think it's like a Expedition 33. Again, like we've chatted about. These things, modern media is. There's some bad stuff out there, sure.
Oh yeah.
But man, so much good stuff, and becoming more accessible too. It's really, really exciting.
Hi.
I love horror movies, but I can't physically play a horror game without quitting out. The immersion is too strong for me.
Retweet that.
That's fair, Trashy.
Me with I couldn't even get through the demo of Mortuary Assistant.
Let's see.
That shit was scary.
Where's my phone? I think I've got a couple recommendations coming up, so I've got to note that down.
Rec time. Doki Doki Literature Club messed me up. I have like a pain in the front of my head.
You okay?
Oh yeah, I'm good. Lack of caffeine, but it's too late to have any.
You addict. Need some medicine for it?
No, I'm good. I'll have some later. Thank you though.
Have you got any water? I will go get you some water.
Thank you.
I'll be right back to write down your horror game stuff,
now I gotta
guys.
keep y'all entertained. Alright, all I'm doing is I'm adding in the sprites. I do it this way because color coordination is a lot easier for me because I'm like zipping through this part. I've listened to it once. The audio sounds good. Nothing's missing except for getting Kiki's lines, of course, but I'm going to get those, which is great. Hey! Oh, is that not Magic Mimikyu? Oh, thank you, Darksiders, so much for the gifted memberships. Appreciate it. Well, this is great. I need to make him join me live more often. Because it makes it a lot easier to edit. La 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 la. Thanks so much! Oh, now we're gonna hear Amelia a bunch. La 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 la. Thank you all for being here this whole time. I am probably gonna... Oh, is this Patrash? Oh, let's get rid of all those. We can't just have Drad ASMR in the background. Sorry, Patrache. I'm getting better at it. Chapter 11, you'll hear like 6 versions of Patrache from me alone. It was like 4 a.m. when I re-recorded that. We're working on it. Order yourself a meal with some caffeine. Connor, stop. You don't need to do that. I got food upstairs. I did eat before this. You know when you just stare at a computer too long, you get a pain right here? That's what's going on.
Here you are. Hydrate or you'll dehydrate.
Thank you. That's also part of the reason. I got very drunk last night and didn't hydrate after.
Yes, you did.
I chugged 3 beers.
Oh, I need to hydrate too.
My D&D campaign, for their, their GoFundMe, they had a bunch of punishments, and one of them was doing a 12-hour stream, so I just joined for the end. But I drank really fast. Thank you, Connor. Thank you, Darksider.
Thank you so much, guys. Order yourself a meal with some caffeine.
Thank you. Yes, I love throwing people off playing Amelia and then cussing out of nowhere. It's why I was hired in the first place. You're welcome. You're welcome. I like having Amelia a little edgier, you know? I think she deserves to swear.
Let's scroll up on that chat, see what people have been saying.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Just let me know when to scroll down.
Training films. I freaking love horror films, games, books, all that stuff. ReZero is very good with psychological... Yeah, the psychological horror aspect is really cool. People can give shit all they want to SRO, but that was one of my first anime. It holds up a special place in my heart for that, Julius says.
Retreat.
And you feel the same, right?
Let's go, Julius.
Okay, Aegis. Play Fatal Frame. Okay. Let's see. Fatal Frame. Crimson. Not activism. Phone Crimson, thank you.
I do want to use Claire Obscure music for our chapters, but it doesn't quite fit, but...
Some tracks do, but we'd have to hunt them down specifically.
I will.
One of the best horror games of all time. Okay, thank you so much, Aegis. Others in a similar vein are Haunting Ground.
Oh, I've heard about that one, I think.
Alone in the Dark. These are all sounding quite spooky. Silent Hill 1 to 4. Okay. Thank you so much, Aegis. My favourite Japanese horror film is Pulse. Thank you, Jay Dudley. Alright, let's scroll down.
There you go.
What is the proper pronunciation? Okay, so I believe the proper pronunciation is Patrache.
And I've been stuck on Patrash for a while. And Drad said Patrashy in this last one.
The pronunciation, that's one of the funny things is the Patrache pronunciation.
Well, it changes in the dub, does it not?
I'm not too sure. I can't quite remember. But I believe it's Patrache. That sounds right to my European ears. I could be wrong.
It would make sense. I mean, most of my pronunciations come from the dub. And so I get annoyed when it changes. I'm like, I don't care if it's the actual one in Japanese. This is what I know. And then I don't change it until I get yelled at by the community. I had somebody absolutely crash out in the comments because I said ni-sama instead of ne-sama accidentally. I felt low-key kind of bad, but it was also kind of funny.
Oh, thank you for the clarification, Aegis. I'll make sure to change that. Pen.
Patrache. Yeah, I'm trying to get into that too.
Tragan films. I just finished an animated horror film this Halloween. Horror is such a good genre, but I feel like it gets a lot of slop too. I think horror is one of those genres, and this is like my very surface level understanding of it. Is it very much is the like showing of media of somehow majority bad, but when there's something good in there, it's like it is masterpiece, really thought provoking and interesting.
Our dog just woke up.
The beast has awoken.
Our Patrichet.
It's the same thing for Cruche. Yeah, the pronunciation gets a bit.
Cruche. It's Cruche to me. I honestly think it's always Cruche.
It has to be Cruche. It can't be anything else, right?
I like that Gold goes back and forth from, well, okay, Gold is consistently Fred Erica, and we're all Frederica. But it's consistent. He's always consistent with it.
Okay, let's see. I'm excited for the horror film Clayface for next year. Ooh, interesting.
That sounds terrifying.
And Connor, I loved Call of Cthulhu. Oh, I've heard good things about that, actually. I'll write that down too.
Your chair keeps bumping me.
Sorry.
I'm moving it.
Forgive me. How's the edit coming along?
Almost done. Once the sprites are done, I will say hi for a few minutes and then we can wrap it up.
You're doing great.
Thank you, thank you. It helps when you chat with chat.
That's what I'm here for. It's my job.
Thank you, thank you.
I suppose I had to have a bit of socialization for a bit. Socialize, chat with people, be a functioning human being.
This is how you work for Reverie.
That's how I put my work in the mines.
Outside of the booth. The booth.
I guess we're talking about loads of different stuff. What is some of your guys' favorite media? Not even just like anime, just media in general. Like apart from ReZero, what's the stuff that really you guys really either love or think, okay, this is objectively a masterpiece? Could be any media you guys want. I'm curious.
What's yours?
Let me think. Expedition 33, as we've already mentioned, I think is game of the decade. Genuinely insane.
I can't wait for the patch.
So much talent and creative. It's so good. In terms of stuff that I would say is my favorite, instead of like objectively good, have you guys ever watched the Sorcerer's Apprentice, like that Disney movie that stars Nick Cage?
That one slaps.
Okay, so hear me out, okay? Is it a mid movie? And do I know that in my heart? Yeah, I do. But I watched that movie like at least 500 times as a kid, because now, I don't know how you guys were, but back in the day, like, the main way I consumed media is I would just have, like, a fuck ton of DVDs that I would watch. And that would be the one that I would put on when I'm going to bed at night when I was younger and fall asleep to.
I do love that one. It was always on the demand channel.
Okay. Jay Dudley, I've been playing Nier so far, and the English voice actors are the same from ReZero's English dub. Oh, interesting. That's quite cool.
Shit.
I've heard good things about that game.
Yeah, that's one I gotta play. People they say if you like Claire Obscure, you'll love this, so.
Search it up. The Dutch pronunciation is Petrash.
Petrash.
Patrichet.
Yeah.
Patrichet wins. I win.
I mean, it makes sense considering the story of Petrash is Patrichet. Fuck! Is set in Deutschland. No, in the Netherlands. Wrong name.
I had an argument with my brother on the pronunciation of Ram.
Fuck!
I say it like Ram, and he says it how it's spelled. I've kind of jumped between the two, I will admit.
I've tried so hard to say Rom without it sounding like R-O-M. It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to do in English, that's for sure. It's just not a sound that we do naturally, so I think that's why it's such a struggle sometimes, unless you speak Japanese or like have a little bit of a background in it.
Okay.
My Japanese accent is atrocious, so that's why I think I struggle with it.
Aegis. Old pick, but Firefly. Proper space western is an aesthetic that is hard to beat.
Oh, Firefly was great.
I really do. That's one of those series I do need to watch. It's only one season, right?
Yeah, it sucks that it got canceled. It shouldn't have.
Joss Whedon's fallen off in later years. Yeah, I've not enjoyed too much of his recent stuff, personally. Connor, Lord of the Rings. Aragorn is my personal hero and personification of what it means to be a man. Yes, I know of your love of Lord of the Rings. I loved the movies as a kid, like a lot. I've never quite finished the books. I tried to read Fellowship of the Ring and just couldn't get through it at one point. Not because of the language either. Like, I loved learning like some of the older, more archaic language that it comes with. It just I don't know if you guys do this, but I drop a lot of anime and like novels, not because I'm not interested, because I get distracted, and then by the time I remember that I could consume it, it's been like 2 months, and I'm like, maybe I've forgotten everything and shouldn't do it, you know? That's kind of what's happened with that.
Before I got onto phase 1, I was getting back into reading again for my analysis channel, which I do miss doing, and I am going back to after I finish phase 1, so I'll be dropped off of Reverie for a little bit. But it's nice to get back into reading and media outside of anime and ReZero. Just as a nice little refresher every once in a while. A little cool palate cleanser.
Okay.
I say as it's just Claire Obscura I'm talking about 95% of the time, but...
Comics. My favorite character is Swamp Thing. He has so many good stories. I really like Sandman, but the author Neil Gaiman is awful, to say the least. Yeah, some interesting stuff has come out about that man, to say the least. Animated Animal Man. No, not animated. Animal Man. And Doom Patrol by Grant Morrison. Interesting. Okay.
Oh, it's Amelia. I was like, who is purple?
Expedition 33 is a very overstimulating game. You are right, Trashy. I think that's a good part about it. I think it's kind of cool and interesting. But yeah, I do understand what you mean. Calling out trash is unacceptable. Trash. Per trash.
I know, that's why I tried to stop. I was like, it sounds like I'm calling her trash. I can't do that. Done.
Aegis. Firefly has 1 season and a movie, Serenity. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Connor.
The movie was good.
Bitch, you're British. How can you not have read it? Connor, I don't think you understand how bad literacy is. Like, literacy is bad in general for
Also,
young people in the
Chase
West, but...
is such a fake Brit, because he doesn't drink tea. He doesn't do, like, half the shit British people stereotypically do. Fake Brit.
Damn, that's crazy. But a lot of, like, young people in Britain are just not very literate, unfortunately. They don't read much. I wouldn't say I'm, like, really well read on, like, classics and, like, important works, but I've read a lot of different stuff. And Lord of the Rings just wasn't like, a big thing. Like, movies were. But for like, my generation and time, it just, reading the novels just wasn't big, unfortunately. The main character in Nier Automata is voiced by Kira Buckland, I suppose. Oh,
yes,
cool!
It is. She's phenomenal.
She's really cool.
You guys are gonna hear some ReZero. Oh no, I turned it off. No, too epic.
Live deciding what music gets into the chapter.
I've been obsessed with my extended shit, so I don't have to be there for too long. No. Requiem of Silence. No. Abyss.
Fallout New Vegas and The Last of Us are my top 2 favourite games. They impacted me greatly in different ways over the years. If I have daughters someday, they will be named Ellie and Veronica. Oh, that's really sweet.
Aw, that's so cute.
Aegis. Those are stereotypes, Kyles. That would be like me accusing you of having both types of diabetes and having an AR-15 strapped to your back at all times.
I'm not American. Fuck you, I'm Canadian.
You do realise we conglomerate you both in Europe, right? We conglomerate both of you both in Europe, right?
No, it's not allowed. We're different. We're built different.
And they are stereotypes, yes. a lot of people don't understand about a lot of British stereotypes is when you're in British poverty, you can't even afford some of the stereotypes. So I win. The Expanse is also top media. I'm excited to watch more of that, Connor. It's like even the first episode was really good.
Do I want this track? That's right.
Maple
there it
syrup,
is.
cheap whiskey, and worse French people than France. The same point. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, hit it on the nose. That's the right one. Fuck,
Imagine me thinking I'd escaped the French when I came to Canada and realised that there were more
You
French.
came to the one place where it's mandatory to speak both.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on you.
I'd finally run away from the French. I thought their blight had left me. And then they came back. They were already here. Help me. It's okay, France can exist. Expedition 33 is a French game and it's great. So
Yeah.
France is allowed to exist, I guess. Maybe. Maybe.
I don't know what track to pick. I mean, we're about to wrap up anyways. I could take time with this one.
I was about to say, you can take your time.
But
Oh.
well, I think that's it for us. Let's see if there's anything else. We gotta wrap up. I'll move this over. Alright, before we get canceled for our French slander, we're gonna peace out. Thank you, everybody who's been here. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for supporting in all your ways. Thank you, Wolf, for running this with me. It's been
Oh, of
great.
course. It was so much fun. We should do this more often.
2.5 hours. Woo woo. My edit's almost done. Just waiting for some lines and some sound effects and music. Boom, done. The music won't take too long because it's all happy music. Finally, we're
Great job.
15 chapters later. We're finally into some happiness. Yay! Thank you so much for chatting with us. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much, guys. This has been so much fun. I'll definitely be interested in doing this more. With you. This has been a
Yay!
blast. I love to yap with you all. You're
Yes.
great company, and
We'll
yeah.
try to have more people on with us as well. The two of us will
So
be
it's
here.
not
and
just
then...
boring, bog standard leaders of Reverie. We get more exotic and interesting people.
Wow.
Every now and then.
All right. Yeah.